Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome inside George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. I'm Chet Yoder, and it's time for another exciting edition of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey, as tonight they'll conclude their two-game series and their regular season series against the vaunted arch-rival in the Lone Star Brahmas. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, and the Mudbugs had everything going right for them last night as they really accomplished everything they wanted to do. Get off to a great start, avoid the second period nightmare, and obviously get great goaltending. And they got all that along with perfect special teams on the penalty kill as well. The Mudbugs won 5-1 last night. They got a pair of goals from Matt Vermont and a pair of goals from Joe Mack, and then Garrett Steele decided to put the icing on the cake midway through the third, and that was a 5-1 win for the Mudbugs. Most importantly, they killed off all 7 of Lone Star's power plays. The Mudbugs went 1 for 3 on the power play of their own, including getting a shorthanded goal on the PK. So everything was working. Arseny Sergeyev made 29 saves to pick up his 6th win in net, and the Mudbugs outshot Lone Star 31-30, so very tight in that category. But the Mudbugs were all over Lone Star, and that first period, that quick start, was all the Mudbugs needed to really cruise to a victory on Friday night. Looking at the standings in the South, it is tight. The Mudbugs are in first place as they own the tiebreaker with Lone Star right now. They have played 3 less games than them, and they have a higher win percentage. The Mudbugs at 53 points, the Brahmas at 53 points. Then you have the Bulls in third place. They're coming off a nice win over Wichita Falls. They're at 48 points, so they're right there behind Lone Star and Shreveport, right on their tail. Wichita Falls slowed down last night, losing to Amarillo. They're at 45 points in the 4th and last playoff spot. Then you have New Mexico, who's trying to, I guess, make some kind of run. They got a win last night over Odessa, so they're now 16 points out of a playoff spot, and that will be interesting to see where they go from here, because they're obviously going to have to get on a big win streak, and they're going to have to hope Wichita Falls stumbles at some point. Odessa's in last place with 21 points. Boy, what great performances from Matt Vermont, top star of the game with a couple of goals. Joe Mack had a 3-point night. He was a second star, and Arseny Sergeyev picked up the third star as he made 29 saves last night. The Mudbugs did everything right, and like I said, that second period was decent. It was not great. We'll talk to Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perron, get his thoughts on that contest, as the game really was off to a great start. It kind of had a lull from what Coach Rich Perron said, but the Mudbugs were able to withstand that, and of course, Sergeyev, with the help of a couple of posts, was able to have a nice night in net. The only blemish was the shutout bid getting broken at 9:10 of the third from Quinn Emerson, scoring the goal as he had Sergeyev scrambling all around. We will talk to Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perron after these messages. It's the Mudbugs and the Brahmas, last time here in the regular season between these two bitter rivals. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information. Welcome back into the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show, game 2 of this 2-game series, last regular season meeting between the Brahmas and the Mudbugs, and we're joined by Mudbugs associate head coach Rich Perron. And coach, 3 goals in the first 6 minutes of the game, no nightmarish second period, and you were able to close it out with great goaltending from Arseny Sergeyev. Was that the biggest statement game of the year?
Well, I think at this point of the season, if we're not in somewhat in a full stride, it would be worrying. Obviously, playing Lone Star was a big test for us, and I felt like, again, we talked about it yesterday, come off to a good start, and I'm glad finally we came out to a good start. Our first 5 minutes, we really set the tone and really put them back on their heels, and I feel like Lone Star sometimes now changes their game plan, and it'll change any team's game plan. So really happy with the start. Like you said, we had a decent second period, and then got a big goal on a PK in the first. We were shorthanded starting the third period. We got a big PK goal that made it 4-0, and I felt like that was maybe the mini backbreaker for them. But we had to go play to the end. I mean, they had a lot of power plays and 5-on-3, and Arseny played well, like you said, for us. I joked around, you can go kiss your posts right now, and he had a couple of posts, but hey, I'm a big believer in you create your own luck. So if you're playing well, you create your own luck.
I wanted to ask you about Matt Vermaelen. He scored 2 goals 36 seconds apart. Was that kind of that breakout game? Like, okay, here's Vermaelen, we got him. He's back with us. Was that one of those games where it's like, okay, we got him back now, where you want him to be?
Yeah, and I feel like Vermi, from the get-go, he's been really good for us. And then he got a little like he was under the weather and a little bit injured, and kind of sometimes sets you back as an athlete to get back into it. But I feel he was skating well last night, and and I'm really happy for him because he's worked hard throughout the whole year, and I was glad to get rewarded sometimes like that.
What was so good about the penalty kill again? It seems like it's rolling now for you. I mean, you killed off 7 power plays that Lone Star had, and special teams was so big because you were able to score 1 power play goal, score 1 shorthanded goal, and kill off all 7. And that had to be as close to a perfect night for you.
Well, special teams always have to be good for you, and I felt like last weekend, going 2 for 3 and 1 for 1 last weekend, and then last night we were 1 for 3, and I think the story was the PK. We had to kill off 7, a 5-on-3, and Lone Star is right up there in the league in top power plays. So it was a big challenge for us. I feel like our personnel now is gelling on the PK combination with defense and forwards. Guys are really starting to understand the systems, and I'm glad that. I felt like our PKs never really struggled, but there was always that one little mistake that ended up costing us, and so then you're like, okay, let's fix that one little mistake, but now it feels like we have tons of confidence in the PK.
I don't want to talk about the goaltending situation because Coach Soupy talked about how this year's tandem reminds him of Richie Perron and Mason Balboa, something you had last year. Arseny Sergeyev now 3-0 against Lone Star and 3 starts against them. You're going to go back to Cole Hudson. How tough was this decision? Obviously, there's a lot more to weigh than I guess that meets the eye.
Well, I mean, it wasn't a tough decision. I mean, Cole played really good last weekend for us, and he's been great for us since he's gotten here. And Arsenie's done the job well. I feel like we have a 1A, 1B, or whatever how you
like
want
Richie and Balbs.
yeah, exactly. And I think going back-to-back games every weekend, having 2 good goalies is like having 4 good lines. Or 3 good D pairings. So and there's no exception for goalies. Having 2 good goalies that pretty much we can go with any night against any team is a great position for the coaching staff and to be in.
We know Dan Wildfong and Lone Star is obviously going to come out striking here in this second game. What's the game plan? Does anything change going into tonight's game?
No, not. I mean, I would take a carbon copy of our start last night. Yeah, that would be fantastic. The game plan obviously is to keep it rolling, playing the simple, doing the little things that got us there last night, and hopefully, that consistency factor is something we've talked about, and we just have to be consistent tonight, like we were, that we were last night, and build that consistency.
Coach, thanks for the time, and good luck tonight.
Thanks, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. Last game of the regular season between the Mudbugs and the Brahmas in this 20-plus year chapter rivalry. We'll have more after these messages here on the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
The Robertson Cup champion Shreveport Mudbugs know big goals lead to big wins. That's why State Farm agent Ben Tolis and his State Farm team are here to help you score a big goal with your home and auto insurance. It's a great call that saves you time and money. So go score the winning goal and score savings by combining your home and auto. It's just another way we're here to help your life go right. Call State Farm agent Ben Tolis today at 318-688-1522. That's 318-688-1522.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Now time for the Whataburger starting lineups. Brought to you by Whataburger, just like you like it. First for the Lone Star Brahmas. Head coached by Dan Wildfong in his 8th season. Assistant coach Andrew Whiteside. At left wing will be number 71, Dylan Smith. At center will be number 17, Jack Collins. And on the right wing will be number 11, Matt McDonald. On defense will be number 2, Joey Trezera. And number 4, Malcolm Palmer. Getting the start in nets, he was yanked within the first 4 minutes of the game last night, but they're going to go back to him this evening. Number 31, Guy Blessing. The numbers on Blessing are as follows. He's 7-3 with a 1.69 goals against and a .932 save percentage. Your Whataburger starting lineups for the Shreveport Mudbugs. Head coach by Jason Soupy Campbell, associate head coach Rich Perrant, development and operations Gavin Morgan, and honorary assistant Chris Lane. At left wing will be number 14, Sean Bunting. At center will be number 8, Jacob Onstad, and on the right wing will be number 23, Billy Fetchko. On defense will be number 16, David Brazil, and number 25, Johnny Hallard. Getting the start in nets from Tonawanda, New York, will be number 30, Cole Hudson. The numbers on Hudson have been very impressive. He's 14-4-3 with a 2.16 goals against and a .925 percentage, and he'll look to build off the success from his goalie partner, Arseny Sergeyev, who had 29 saves to pick up his 6th personal win last evening. Those are your Whataburger starting lineups, just like you like it. I like mine. A little barbecue chicken strip sandwich, put some extra barbecue sauce with some spicy ketchup, and throw a little Louisiana hot sauce for a little more bite and burn. That's my Whataburger pleasures. I don't know about yours, but Whataburger, once again, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Mudbugs and the Brahmas about to take the ice. I want to thank all our 2020 and 2021 Shreveport Mudbug billet families. A big thanks to Dennis and Gene Fisher, Leanne and Brian Bechtel, Harriet Body, Zach and Jordan Choate, Levi and Charlie New, Jordan and Lindsey Gamble, Keith and Becca Gibbs, Mr. Jim Hacker, Spencer and Candace Hardy, Brian and Kristen Hill, Ed and Jennifer Horton, Jeff and Nicole Lowe, James and Amanda Meyer, Miss Karen Mitchell, our brilliant Mudbugs billet coordinator, Carlene Mudd, Martin Carla Mueller, along with Chucky Landry and family, Scott and Karen Musket, Ronnie and Bridget Peterson, Kyle and Paige Porter, Randy and Tanya Reeves, Casey Ryan and Dave Percotta, Amy and Trey Salters, Miss Tammy Sutton, and Mark and Shannon Weldon for all being your proud billets of the Shreveport Mudbugs. Hashtag love our billets. Mudbugs in their home white jerseys. Lone Star in their road purples with the black numberings and white letterings on the back. Mudbugs, of course, with the home whites with the teal numberings on the back and purple letterings on top. Good crowd, still packed here on a Saturday night, a Louisiana Saturday night for Mudbugs hockey. So glad to have you with us. Hope everybody's having a fantastic Saturday. Mudbugs trying to duplicate what they had last night, which was a fantastic effort that jumped out to a 3-0 lead, 5:25 into the contest. Mudbugs and the Brahmas all on the ice. Now we ask that you please rise wherever you may be for tonight's national anthem. Another sensational rendition of tonight's national anthem, sung by the very lovely Miss Amanda Jo Climbs, as the Mudbugs and the Brahmas in the last chapter of the regular season of the 2020-2021 season. So much at stake, both teams knotted up at 53 points. Mudbugs hold the tiebreaker for now as they have the games in hand. But of course, Lone Star knows the importance of that, and they'll look to try to bounce back. And Mudbugs know they got to be on their A game and even better than they were last night. Some guys who were not in the lineup last night instilled in tonight from Macomb, Michigan. Logan Gotinsky getting the start for Coach Soupy. And that is the only new face in tonight's lineup that was not in the lineup last night. It'll be Jacob Onstad and Jack Collins at center ice for the Landers. Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram opening puck drop. First period tonight brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. For more information on planning your life's needs from college to retirement, you can call Janice Wan at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com. And now we're ready to go. Puck is dropped by David Lilly, the lead official, and the faceoff is won there by Collins. Now around to the far side. Palmer tried to pound it in. Puck now just thrown back out to center there by Hallard. Now a loose puck kind of skitters on net there on Hudson rather, and he'll cover it up in his goal mouth and pushing and shoving right on our first whistle of the contest. Brazil was in the fray. You got to expect a very ticked-off Lone Star team tonight. 17 seconds in. Face-off deep to the right of Hudson. Hudson turning in an outstanding year so far in a Mudbugs uniform, 14-4-3. Face-off from the left wing, battle at and won there by Vermont. Now over to Hedden. He'll drop it off there to Gockler. The Georgia native rolls it up down to the right side. He'll pound it off the far side boards there for Hedden to grab. He'll chip it back out to center. Puck now slinged back in to the Mudbug zone along the end boards there by Sturzer. Now along to the right of Hudson, now behind the cage. Gockler gets his stick tied up. Good job there by Hedden to grab the loose change and pop it off the near side window back out to center. Picked up there by Nolan. He'll roll it back over to Digby. Digby up along to the middle of the ice. Picked up there by Luke Johnson from the high slot over to Tritt. Near circle shot. Blocked off there by Gockler. Now to the far corner. Played off the far side boards. They were trying to go low to high. It goes all the way down, and Blessing will just settle it down. Wholesale line change here for Coach Soupy. A minute gone by here in the opening frame. It's all brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. Still scoreless in the early goings. Now to the far side it goes over to Johnson. Gains the blue line from the right side. Quick shot there by DiCarlo, gets the glass along the end boards. Now another shot goes wide from the right point there by Nolan. Now along to the end boards. Metcalf will just mail it around the far side boards. Kept in there by Palmer. Palmer's shot got blocked in front there by Metcalf. Metcalf now has the puck. He's got a man on his tail. That's DiCarlo, the third-year Brahma, on his back a little bit. Now stolen away. DiCarlo's got it. High slot shot. Nice stick save made there by Hudson as he challenged the shooter. That was Purcell with a powering blast. Now working it in on the forecheck there was Steele. Puck now played off to the near side board. Slowed down there by Nicholas Nemo. Now rimmed around the near side boards. Played back out to center. Sherino will just swing it back there for Brimmer. Drop it off there to Dorfman. Gains the blue line from the left side. He works it in now from the far half wall, but it's taken away. Now he steals it back. Dorfman has it. He gets taken down. He might have lost his footing though. And now Lone Star will carry it back out from right to left. Off the far side boards, trying to find Konovalov's stick. Puck was bouncing on his stick. Now along to the near corner. Swung to the near half boards. Dorfman now will just play it up ahead there for Brimmer. Forwarded up ahead there to Sherino. Sherino able just to kind of work it back into the Brahma zone and come off for a line change. Off to the near side. Sturzer will just slam it back into the Mudbug zone and give Gockler a little how do you do push down to the ice. Now to the far corner it goes. Gockler has it. The Georgia native will roulette wheel this baby around to the near half wall. Fetchko will let it go back out to center. Slowed down there by Dylan Smith to the far side there to Collins. Collins now gets his stick tied up there by Hedden in front of the Mudbugs bench. Dropped off there to Nolan, missed the stick, now just nudged up ahead there by Dylan Smith in deep there behind Hudson. To the far side, it goes over to Hedden. Hedden will just whip it off the far side, boards back out to center. Puck now rammed back in there by Digby into the Mudbug zone, slowed down there by Hudson. To the far side it goes. Hedden will just kind of scale it back into the Lone Star zone. Line change here for the Mudbugs. Almost got caught there as Collins brings it up the ice along to the left point. Puck now kind of works its way back to the neutral zone. Procopio trying to go forward with it. Weber will just spin it into the Lone Star zone. He goes in on the forecheck. And Mudbugs can't hold the zone as it goes off the near side boards all the way down. Metcalf will take a U-turn all the way back behind the cage of Hudson. To the near corner it goes. Colson will just kind of swing it back on over to Metcalf, and he'll settle things down. To the far side, on over to Weber. Weber will drop it off cross ice there to Colson from the near side. He'll rattle it into the Lone Star zone. 4 minutes gone by here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. It's a Louisiana Saturday night. I'm Chet Yoder bringing you live this heated rivalry in the North American Hockey League between Lone Star and Shreveport. Scoreless in the first period. Trezera now kind of floats it in deep. Might have missed the stick of Johnson. It goes in deep. Hudson will slow it down. The California native, that's Metcalf. He'll roll it around the far side boards. Couldn't get it out. Now a loose puck to the near half wall. Colson will carry it off the near side boards. Look like a delayed offsides. Nemo's got to come off or come back to touch up. Now Steele has it. Steele will just softly jab this puck in deep and come off for a line change. Picked up there by Palmer. Palmer around to the far side. He'll work it up to the middle of the ice from left to right. Stick handles his way in there from the left side. Thrown through the near circle. Quick shot there by Nemo, went way wide. Now filtered around to the right point. Held in there by Purcell. High shot slot. Stick save made there by Hudson. And Brazil picks up the juicy rebound. He'll gather it in. Missed the stick of Chirino as it went behind him. Puck now just floored back into the Shreveport zone. It goes to the far corner. Good hip check there by Brazil. Mudbugs trying to poke it out. Brimmer now throws it forward there for Chirino. And Chirino will just knock it off the far side boards deep into the Lone Star zone. And now trying to steal it there was Bunting. And look out. Looked like Chris Perry almost had a biscuit come his way as that one went out of play. Chris Perry, our wonderful Mudbugs equipment manager, alongside Mudbugs athletic trainer and extraordinaire on the human body, Miss Amy Baker. Face off from the far Lone Star blue line. Battle at spun and won there by Onstadt. Heading now to the near side there to Gockler. And Gockler will just smack it in to the Lone Star zone. Blessing will slow it down. Uh-oh, he gave it away. Bunting has it now from the right corner. Couldn't hold the zone, though. It's taken away there by Sturzer. 3-on-2. They work it up the ice. Oh, good check there. And a poke check there by Hedden to break up a possible 2-on-1. Now behind the cage of Hudson, the puck just rolling around. And we got a couple of domino effects going down now. Picked up there by Hedden. Hedden will roll around the left side, work it back out to center. And we got a whistle. And we got a penalty. The doors are opening up. I believe this one's going against Lone Star. The penalty comes at 6:02 of the opening frame. It's a long walk to the penalty box in the AEP SWEPCO power play. Will get to work for the first time this evening. Quinn Emerson is the man who will sit for two. Mudbugs now ranked 14th on the power play. It's getting better at 15.9. Lone Star's PK very good at 6th in the league, 86.6. Mudbugs were 1 for 3 last night. Face-off is battle at one there by Shreveport. Can Colson hold his own? He smacks at it. Couldn't knife it in as the puck now. It's just sliced back down the length of the ice. Delay a game. Playing without a helmet is the call on Quinn Emerson. David Lilly on the call. Now Joe Mack. Oh, he couldn't get the puck in deep. He gave it away, and the puck now just laced down the length of the ice there by Collins. Mudbugs a little scattered right now. Dorfman now able to pop it toward the net. Glove down there by Blessing. and he'll hold it for a face-off deep in Lone Star territory. Mudbugs will be back at home April 10th and 11th as they will take on the Odessa Jackalopes. It'll be Sports, Legends, and Alumni Night. Get your tickets on mudbugshockey.com or give us a call at 318-636-7094 and lock up your tickets now. Face-off won there by Lone Star, and they're able to ladle the puck down the length of the ice. Good job there by Malcolm Palmer. Slowed down there by Hudson, down to 1:10 left now on Emerson's delay of game infraction. Metcalf, trouble handling in his own zone, now taken away there by Hedden. Hedden works it up the ice now from the right side. And he gets around now the near corner, trying to get it in front. Mudbugs can't hold the zone. That's a good job there by DiCarlo to get his stick involved there and be able to punch it back down the length of the ice. Now Metcalf will regather himself and work it back up top now from left to right. Dropped off there to Hedden, and Hedden will just float it in. Off the near side and boards. Now behind the cage of Blessing. Worked in now from the right corner. Thrown in front, intercepted. Taken away there by, I believe that was Nemo, it was. He nails it back into the Mudbug zone. One last try now for Bugs hockey. Dorfman works it in from the right side, but they came in off sides. That was close. But Dorfman couldn't get it in cleanly, and we're down to 18 seconds left now on the game's first power play. Face off from the near Lone Star blue line, one there by Shreveport. Colson goes behind the stick of Mack. Mack's got to go grab it. A little bit of a sluggish opening power play attempt here for Bugs hockey. 5 seconds. They're going to concede and go 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Sometimes you're better conceding it because you don't want to make a mistake moving it up the ice. 5-on-5 hockey now. Colson able just to rifle it back into the Lone Star zone. Blessing slows it down. Off the knee now of Collins, back out to center. Along to the near half boards. Played back there to Bilkey, and he'll bang it in to the Mudbug zone. It goes around the far side boards. Brazil to the far side there to Dorfman. He missed the stick of Dorfman. Now back to Weber. Weber's going to slowly gather it into his own zone. Brazil back out to center. Dropped off there to Gotinski. Logan Gotinski from the far corner. He's got it. He goes low to high. Over to Vermanen. Vermanen dropped off. Brazil a blast! And it's smothered up there by Blessing on a smacker from the left point there by the captain, Brazil. A break in the action. 11:15 left here in the opening frame. It's brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. No score in the early stages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. Next broadcast will be next week. The Mudbugs will be in Wichita Falls to take on the red-hot Warriors. That'll be next Friday night from the K. Yeager Coliseum. We'll have the broadcast at 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. 7:05 puck drop. Gotinski wins the faceoff behind. They get thrown in front. There's a traffic jam held in there by Weber. He'll whack it in deep to the right corner. Miss Gotinski's stick. Now along to the end boards. Vermanen is there. To the right corner. Good work here by the Mudbugs to hold the zone. And now it is slashed back out of the zone there by Nemo. Up ahead there to Purcell. Cross eyes. Couldn't corral it there was Nolan. He gets hauled down. Dan Wildfong looking for a call. Held in there by Lone Star. Through the slot. Now to the near circle. Purcell low to high there to the left point. Digby right wing, right point blast there by Nolan went way wide. Back out to center. Weber now will knock it off the near side boards and brush it in deep into the Lone Star zone. 10:25 to go here in the opening frame. Still no score. Now from the point. Gockler a ripper. Pad save made there by Blessing. And now thrown back out to center. Boy, Blessing saw it the whole way. Mudbugs trying to get some bodies in front. Gockler now will just softly love tap this baby into the Lone Star zone. Like I said, our next broadcast will be next week. It'll be March 26th. And it looks like the Mudbugs touched it with a high stick. March 26th. The Mudbugs, once again, will be at K. Yeager Coliseum, our next broadcast, next Friday night. 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. 7:05, opening puck drop. The Mudbugs will be back and on the road for the first time since the opening weekend of February. It has been a long time. I can't wait. As much as we've loved home ice, I do like getting away for a bit with the team. It's always fun with this group. It's fun with every group I've been a part of. I have a blast. Mudbugs will leave on Thursday and probably arrive somewhere around Thursday afternoon, early evening. Off the far side boards, Sherino chasing after it, and Blessing able to cover it up. Sherino looked like somebody was ticking him off. Looked like Palmer got in his way. Gockler's in there. Sherino's one of those guys who just thrives off confrontation. Yeah, he's talking to the lead official, David Lilly. Looks like a pleasant conversation. I'm sure it is. Lead referee David Lilly, Connor Bull, and Brad Sotak are your linesmen this evening. A big hello to the Sherino family. Ms. Dana, Mr. Brian, and, of course, the rest of the Sherino and Waldron family, all tuned in various parts of Greensburg, Pennsylvania. Glad to have them with us. We'll replay our interview with Dawson Sherino in the Berkshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show if you missed it. It's a good one. It's my first interview one-on-one on the broadcast with Sherino. Off the far side boards, back out to center all the way down. Brimmer gave a big hit along the end boards on Dylan Smith. Now cross eyes up ahead there to Brimmer. Brimmer will just throw it off the near side boards. Loose puck taken away there by McDonald. He'll swing it around to the far side there to Murray. He takes a hard hit there by Brimmer again. Now over to Dorfman, and Dorfman will just ram it off the near side boards in deep into the Lone Star zone. Held in there by Brimmer along the end boards. Good job there down low. Dorfman in there now to help. Mudbugs trying to get a change on the fly if they can. They got Gato checked in. Taken away there by Collins. Collins up the middle of the ice to the near blue line over to Murray. He'll drop it off. Near circle shot there by McDonald. Easy pad stop made there by Hudson. Now to the right corner. McDonald works it up high. Now relayed off the near side boards. Taken away there by Dorfman. And Dorfman will be able to sky it out of the zone. Wholesale line change here for Bugs hockey. Take up ahead there from Tritt. Tritt will tap it in. Forward there for Joe Mack. Or rather, Joey Baez. Got my Joeys mixed up. Joe Mack isn't on the ice, though. Now from the right point, Luke Johnson able to jar it back out to center to reset. And mishandled there. Stolen away there by Joe Mack. He throws it in front. It got blocked. That's a good job there by Digby. Oh, what a hit there. Steele rocks his body as he gets Digby along the end boards. That's your Sterling Dental Center big hit of the game. Get your teeth checked by giving my main man, Dr. Emil Janu, and his staff a call at 318-680-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Bunting now will just slide it back into the Lone Star zone. Onstad on the move, but it's taken away there by Nolan. Nolan cannot nip it out as Fetchko now flipped back in behind the cage of Blessing. Worked around to the right point, back out to center. Played there by Johnson. Another hard hit there by Bunting on Johnson. Middle of the ice. Onstad couldn't dump it in. Turned over. Quick shot. Stick save made there by Hudson. And he's able to make a covering attempt on the rebound as Purcell shot that from the right wing. 7:34 remaining here in the Generational Financial Advisors first period. Still no score. Nothing like last night's game where the Mudbugs were able to pour it on early and jump out to a 3-0 lead. In the opening 5 minutes and 25 seconds. Face-off now in the right wing circle. Lone Star wins the face-off. Now the puck flipped toward the net, glove down there by Hudson, and he'll cover it up. Big hello to the Hudson family. Lots of fun seeing them last weekend as Cole Hudson celebrated his 21st birthday. Good to see Miss Liz. And Mr. Kevin Hudson, along with his sister and brother who made the trip as well. I'm sure they're tuned in and enjoying the broadcast. I'll do the best that I can to bring you the action as I try game in and game out. The operative word is try as the Mudbugs ice the puck down the length of the ice. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters, cleanest shot on ice. Hudson also off a fresh haircut. He was going to cut it up high and tight. Looks good. Face-off now to the right of Hudson. Face-off won there by Joe Mack. It goes to the right corner now. Mack tries to control the puck. He'll let it go there for Hallard. He'll knock it off the near side boards, and Steele will just steer it in back out to center. Gato in on the forecheck. Now Lone Star off the far side boards. Oh, what a hit! As Brimmer rocks the body of Hasselgren. Now knocked down, looked like a hand pass. No hand pass. Now to the near side there. Bilkey off the far side boards. And now Konovalov will just corral it into the right corner. Now along the end boards, Dorfman avoids a hit. Brimmer now will just strike it on over to Brazil. Over to Gato, and Gato will just softly loft it back out to center. Now spun back over to Bilkey. Back into his own zone. He'll glide it up the neutral zone. Now puck picketed there by Sherino. Up ahead there to Brimmer. Thrown toward the net. He had Smith as a screen, and it went wide. And went behind the cage of Blessing, now to the far corner. Boy, I thought Brimmer got shooken up. He was favoring something. Something apparently happened to Brimmer. I hope he's okay. He had to come off. Now off to the near half wall. Sherino from left to right. He is okay. Now Procopio along to the near score-keeping table. Now to the far side. Digby will just work it back in, take a hard hit in front of the Lone Star bench. Oh, a shot upstairs. Coach Soupy screaming on the bench. There was a hard hit in front of the Lone Star bench and then a retaliatory blast atop the head of Sherino. Both coaches want an explanation, and I don't think any penalties are coming out of this. Sherino's got juice flowing. He's going to need a towel. Tritt looked like he got shooken up. Digby got rocked. He's still down on a knee. Coach Soupy and Dan Wildfong in front of the benches asking for David Lilly's attention. A lot transpired on that play. And now Matt Weber working a little bit on David Lilly with 5:46 remaining here in the first. Looked like Sherino was going to skate over. David Lilly told him to take a U-turn back, and now here comes Sherino to join in on the conversation, to tell him his side of the story. Boy, Digby's still down. And now Dan Wildfong smacking the playboard to get the attention of Brad Sotak. Brad Sotak not in the talking mood with the head coach of Lone Star. Now here comes David Lilly. As we get this sorted out, the penalty box is opening up for Lone Star. Well, it's going to be Jack Collins, who basically defended Digby, who got rocked in front of the Brahmas bench. And I think what Coach Wildfong, wait a minute, now he's slamming the opening door here. Boy, Wildfong is about to get tossed. Now he's starting to jaw away at the Mudbugs bench. Oh, this is getting tight. This is getting juicy. Boy, Dan Wildfong is about a couple of magic words away from getting 2 minutes tacked on from him. Collins is in the bench. That's the only penalty so far. What Dan Wildfong was looking for was a hit, an illegal hit on Chirino as he rocked Digby into the boards. Boy, Dan Wildfong will not let it go. He is still working about. Now he's pleading toward a cross check. Lobbying for every call he can try to get here. Mudbugs will go back on the power play for the second time this evening. They're 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Face off now in the right wing circle to the left of Blessing. Face off one there by Lone Star. Palmer's got it now to the right corner. And now Palmer will just muscle it in. And now Brimmer looked like he got roughed up a bit there by Dylan Smith, but the officials weren't looking. Boy, it's going to get testy. Mudbugs know they can make this one really pay and get the game's first goal. Worked back in now from the left point there is Bunting. He's got it now. He works it back up top, swings it up ahead there for Metcalf. Now to the far half wall. Fetchko down low. Brimmer near circle. Head and fires it. Glove save made there by Blessing. Now off the near side boards. Held in there by Metcalf. Now swung back in. Far circle. Quick shot there by Fetchko. Pad stop made there by Blessing. I don't know how he saw it through traffic. Right back out to center. Heddon's got to wait to the right point there to Fetchko on the reentry over to Chirino. Can't get past the stick of Collins. Played back top to the point. Near circle shot tipped in front. Brimmer was there. He's tipped it just wide. Now it goes toward the crease, and it's covered up there by Blessing. Good pressure here by the AEP Swepco power play unit with now 4:44 remaining here in the opening frame. It's brought to you by Generational Financial Advisors. 58 seconds left on Collins' penalty. Face off to the right of Blessing. Face off one there by Lone Star, and Blessing will just kiss it off the near side window all the way down. Collins in the box for roughing. Second power play of the night brought to you by AEP Swepco for Shreveport. They haven't had much going in their first. Got some quality chances here in the second power play. Now Dorfman back up top, low to high to Colson. Now dropped off near half wall. Dorfman waits. Right wing circle, he waits. Far circle pass, quick shot, score! That's Joe Mack, and that's a 1-0 lead for Bugs hockey. Another brilliant cross-ice pass from the right wing circle to the left wing circle, and Joe Mack able to snipe in his third of the weekend and his 10th of the season. Power play goal. Shreveport 1, Lone Star 0. Boy, Joe Mack is starting to find a sweet spot along that left wing circle. And he is pouring a lot of sugar. Not on me, but into the net. And the man they call Grandpa Joe is having himself a dynamite weekend. He's now got 3 tallies in this rivalry series. And Dorfman once again with a brilliant pass. So the Mudbugs make that little bit of a skirmish in front of that Brahmas bench pay with a power play tally. Mudbugs with the early 1-0 lead, and it comes at 15:43 of the opening frame. And now Lone Star wins the faceoff. That shift after a goal, always dangerous. Max 10th from Dorfman. We'll see if there's a secondary helper. And now we got a whistle as Shreveport ices the puck. Dawson Sherino will get the secondary helper. He was in there and in that play. A big hello to Sherino's grandparents, Robert and Roberta Artisan, all tuned in tonight. They're, of course, the parents of Miss Dana, Sherino's mom, and they are tuned in tonight. Glad to have those lovely folks with us. Uh-oh, we got a whistle. We got a penalty coming up. This one's going against Shreveport. Vermanen cannot believe it. He got his stick tied up, though. That one's a textbook penalty. It's a tripping call, and it's going against Vermanen. And Lone Star will go on the man advantage for the first time this evening at exactly the 16-minute marker of the opening frame. Lone Star's power play, which was 0 for 7 last night, now ranked 11th in the league at 17.3. Mudbugs now move up to 9th at 84.1. They're getting better. They are now have climbed up about 6 spots in the last couple of weekends. As the first choice personnel penalty kills, the corporate partner bringing you this penalty kill. Shreveport won the faceoff, can't get the puck out. 1-0 lead on Joe Mack's goal. Quick shot, nice blocker save made there from Hudson on the right wing shot there by Digby. Pretty amazing recovery there by Digby as he was slow to get up after that Sherino collision. Now along the end boards behind Hudson. Mudbugs doing a good job of tying it up. That's Metcalf killing off precious seconds. Now rattle up top now to the point. Digby's got it. Right ring shot there by Nolan through traffic, and a nice right pad stop made there by Hudson, and the puck is cleared down the length of the ice. Down to 1:10 left on Vermanen's tripping infraction. A big hello to Mr. Frank and the rest of the Vermanen family. Of course, tuned in tonight from Ottawa, Canada. Just noticed the Metcalf family is in the house tonight. Mr. and Mrs. Metcalf, at least. And I think I see Metcalf's little sister as well. Played back out to center. They've bought their own suite right in front of us. Living the sweet life. To the near side. Oh, collision there as Weber runs into his man. That was Sturzer. Puck now saddled back there to Trezera. He'll go to the far side on over to Brady Smith. They'll swing it around now. Entering the zone there from the left side. There is Sturzer. He'll work it in now near half wall. He'll now drop it off there for Trezera. He'll slide it on over to the right. On over to Smith. Now back to Trezera. Trezera from the right point. From the left point, rather. Now cross ice. Intercepted. Good job there by Hedden. Hedden now works it up the ice now from the left side. He'll just work it into that far corner and kill off some precious seconds. And the Brahmas will go 0 for 1 on the man advantage. Great first kill on the first choice personnel penalty kill as Vermanen is out. 5-on-5. Bad pass. Now regathered in there by DiCarlo. He'll work it back out to center. 1-0 lead for Bugs hockey. Down to 1:40 left. It's now Steele. Will be able to shuffle it in to the Lone Star zone. Now over to Nemo. Gains the blue line from the left side. His pass gets broken up. It's a good job there by Gato. Gato now works it into the right corner, but he lost the puck. Now Digby works it around the far side. Held in there from the far half wall. Quick shot there by Metcalf. Was grazed off the glove of Blessing to keep it away from the cage. Now back into the Lone Star zone it goes. To the far side it goes. Up ahead, up off the stick now of DiCarlo. Far circle, quick shot, right pad stop made there by Hudson. Held in there, less than a minute to go here in the opening frame. Lone Star looking for a push here. Nemo in there now along the near corner. Now stick tied up, thrown now from the right wing, handled there by Palmer. Palmer now at the right point. Big blast there by Digby off the stick of Dylan Smith in front, but deflected into the near corner. Now to the far corner it goes. Mudbugs trying to get the puck out. They will with 30 seconds left. Up ahead now, on over to Onstadt. Onstadt's got it. He'll angle it off the near side boards and in deep into the Brahmas zone. Fetchko trying to go low to high. His pocket got blocked. Now back out to center. Brazil will steer it on over to Bunting, and Bunting will strike it in, but he couldn't get it in deep. Now the puck dropped back to Hallard. To the far side there to Brazil. One last chance. Up ahead there. Here's Bunting. Near circle shot. He fanned on it. That might have been a glorious chance as he had Fetchko in front. Back out to center. Now along the middle of the ice. Bunting will drop it off to Brazil, and the time runs out for the opening frame. A good opening period for Bugs hockey as they're able to strike at 15:43 of the opening frame. It was a power play tally, and it was Joe Mack again with his third of the weekend. His 10th of the season, assisted by Dorfman and Chirino. That's the only crack on the scoreboard after one period of play. Stick around for the Brookshire Spoon Pharmacy first intermission show. It is the Mudbugs 1, the Brahmas nothing. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Thuo letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to bayoublasters.com.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA, SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into the Brookshire Spoon Pharmacy first intermission show. We're joined by second-year Mudbug and one of my favorites, but most importantly, a lot of people's favorites, Dawson Chirino. Doss, first of all, thanks for the time. We appreciate joining us.
Thank you, Chet. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, I wanted to ask you about this last weekend, and it seemed like the power play was looking better. It produced, and I know that's been obviously, maybe a topic of concern, just putting it out there, that you guys were able to produce. What did you see from the power play? You scored one, and you guys were 3 for 4 last weekend, and I'm sure that was big on special teams.
It was really huge for us on special teams. We worked on it a lot in practice. Actually, Thursday's power play penalty practice was probably the best it's been all year, and it gave us a lot of confidence going into the weekend, and we were able to get those 2 goals. One was a super nice pass by head into Mason. It was a great shot, and then another one, Gio just happened to find me in front of the net. It was a great setup by him, and I was just able to, it was easy to put in.
It's funny you mentioned that Thursday practice because I heard from the coaching staff, guys were trying to take each other's heads off amongst the team. Yeah. Are those the best practices when it gets that fiery?
Yeah, the compete level is super high. Obviously, we don't want anybody to get hurt, but you love that as a player. You want it to be like a game. You want it to be more of hard.
I've noticed you you've been on a different line with Brimmer and Dorfman. Has that been a change of pace? How are you liking that chemistry right now?
We're still trying to iron some things out, and we're trying to. It's actually really fun. Like, they're two great hockey players. Brim uses his body down low in the offensive zone like nobody I've ever played with before, and then Dorf's passing ability is unbelievable. I'm just trying to figure out a way for us to start scoring more goals. We just gotta, I don't know.
You do have a knack of scoring some of the prettiest goals, and we were trying to get that one between the legs on SportsCenter. We tried our best. We did our due diligent effort. People want me to ask you, is that something that you work on? Because, you know, I watch a lot of your practices, and I see that might be something you might do at the end of practice. Is that something you spend a lot of time on?
Well, like, over the summer, if I'm just, like, skating around with my brothers or something, and yeah, we try to do more cool moves and stuff like that, but usually in practice I try to keep it simpler because it's not very often you get to be able to pull those moves off in a game. It's
Have you pulled a move like that during a game before?
I've went in between my legs one time before then and it hit the crossbar, so it never went in, but that one was pretty special.
Did you surprise yourself when you're like, oh, I beat him?
Well, I was going to go backhand. I didn't go in between my legs until the last second because the goalie didn't, he was coming with me so far to the backhand. I was surprised that I went in.
You know, one thing I need to ask you, second-year Mudbug, coming to Shreveport, when you first arrived here last year, was it what you expected, or did you know anything did you know what to expect?
Well, I was friends with Witherspoon before last year. But it was more than I expected. He told me that they got rowdy in the place and that the fans loved us, but I never expected anything like this. The fans truly do love us here. It's an unbelievable place to play.
It's funny you mentioned Witherspoon. I miss number 17 probably just as much as the rest of us, but you know, we've got Dorfman now in 17, and that's obviously been a good filler in itself. But Spoonie, he's got a little hair growing out. Last picture I just saw. Are you guys kind of going back and forth now with the long, shaggy hair?
I don't know if he's copying me or what, but yeah, he's got long hair right now. I don't know. I told him he needs to get a haircut.
So you do keep in touch with him daily?
Yeah, we talk pretty much every day.
What's the goal for you after this season? Because I know I don't know if you've given it much thought, but obviously this is your last season with the Mudbugs, last season in juniors. Have you given that much thought, and have you thought about next year? Is it a D1 commitment? Is that still on your mindset?
Yes, the goal is still a D1 commitment.
You come from a big background in hockey. You have a lot of brothers. Mm-hmm. Was it easy to get into the game growing up?
Yeah, my dad and mom made it pretty easy. I was on skates at around 3 years old. My older brother I think he skated before he learned how to walk.
And you have an older brother who plays pro hockey?
Yes, he plays pro hockey. This year, because of COVID, he's just at home training.
But where does he play?
He was playing in the East Coast for Wichita Thunder.
I mean, that's got to be nice to have a big brother who plays in the pros. Right. I mean, that's not something everybody can say.
Right, and the other nice thing is that he came from this league. He came from the North American League. It shows you that you can make it out and play pro hockey from this league. So that's a nice thing.
And I've seen how much you are connected to your family from your mom's side and your dad's side. You have a lot of brothers. I've had a chance to meet Tyler, Carson. I can't keep up with everybody. Also, you have a sister, Little Miss Emma, and I think she's probably your closest sibling. And talk about just seeing her and what she means to you.
She's my world. I love that little girl. She there's nothing she can't do. She can put a smile on my face no matter how I feel. If it's the worst day of my life, she can put a smile on my face just by looking at her.
You know, one thing about your game is you run it at high octane. You're there. You're throwing your body around. You come from a very physical type of play. Is that something you just brought on? Is that something that you were around? How did that start?
Well, I feel like I've always liked to play physical, but I think last year and then moving on to this year, it's just been more of a focus for me because if I can play a physical game, I'm harder to play against. I'm gonna be help the team more if I can throw my body around and create space for my line mates to work.
Before I let you go, Doss, you watch a lot of the NHL. Is there a player that you try to mold yourself after?
I'd say either Matthew Tkachuk on the Calgary Flames or Brad Marchand on the Boston Bruins. Those are two of my favorite players.
Marshy, definitely one of the most polarizing figures in the NHL. That's Dawson Sherino, the Shreveport Mudbugs. Thanks for the time, and good luck the rest of the way.
Thank you very much, Chet.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Hey, this is Chet Yoder, voice of the Mudbugs. DeFada and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services has been conducting professional private investigations for over 20 years. They offer a full range of services to both individuals and businesses. Whether you need an investigator for a personal matter like a child custody case or you suspect an internal theft problem with your business, DeFada and Associates has the experience, training, and knowledge to get you the information you need. Call Jerry today at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case or visit them online at defadapi.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. Special treat with us, a couple of Mudbug corporate partners, but dear friends of the Mudbugs organization, the Team Solon Foundation, and Ronnie and Bridget Peterson. Not only are they part of the Team Solon Foundation, they're billet families, they're game ice officials, and we'll get to more of that. But first, for the Team Solon Foundation, just talk about how this all got started, Ronnie.
Well, shortly after Solon passed in early 2019, we wanted to do something to honor his memory and also help the local hockey community. So we started the charity of Team Solon Foundation to help pay for kids in the local area to start playing hockey.
And talk about the big event that really kind of, I think we launched it, so to speak, was that deck hockey tournament last year. It seemed like you guys raised a lot of money, and obviously for a great cause.
Yes, the deck hockey tournament in 2019 was our biggest event and really our first event, and we're overwhelmed with the community support that we have gotten. Had a lot of great corporate sponsors in that and raised a lot more money than we ever thought was possible, which has translated into more kids playing hockey than we thought we were going to have.
And we have Bridget with us as well, and I wanted you to talk about the board because there's more than just you two that have done an outstanding job putting their hours of work in.
Yeah, we have Charlie Dew, who's been longtime family friends with us. Solon, she's an aunt to Solon, and she's our treasurer. We came up with this idea with her, and then we added Christy Lang, who was the most recent member, and then our last member is Stephen McNeil, kind of like another uncle to Solon. They put all of our ideas together and just kind of run with them.
I wanted to ask you about this year because you weren't able to do the deck hockey tournament due to COVID. Were you able to kind of find ways to substitute that, and what'd you guys do?
Yeah, a lot of people that had pre-registered because it was heartbreaking to not have the tournament, but we've done shirts that should be in anytime now, and then we're doing some hoodie orders and just kind of doing a few things here and there. But we have a good deal of.
What's been the overall response in trying to get help for kids that need help and that you're trying to help for hockey? What's been the overall response?
Well, we've had, as far as taking in donations, we've had incredible support even in the time of COVID when we hadn't been able to do much as far as taking in donations and getting money to be able to help kids. The hardest part that we're having right now is just getting our name out there so people know that this is available. That's why we're partnering with the Mudbugs this year. Got our name on the Dasher boards. We really appreciate you helping us getting our name out there so people know that these scholarships are available so they can use them.
We're talking to Ronnie and Bridget Peterson from the Team Solon Foundation here on the Brookshires Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. And Ronnie, I wanted to ask you, away from the Team Solon Foundation, you guys decided to do some billeting, and I know that's something you guys have been wanting to do for a long time. You got one knucklehead, and you got one guy who's kind of grounded. You got Colin Doherty, who's bouncing off the walls, and you got Chris Hedden, who's probably the calm, cool cucumber. Is that the way it's been in the house between those two?
Oh yeah, they're both really great young men, but they are polar opposites. One who kind of keeps to himself and likes to just do his thing, and the other one who's a social butterfly and is always out going somewhere, doing something with somebody. But we couldn't be more blessed with the players that we have this year.
Bridget, I wanted to ask you about the billet experience, being a mom, to Miss Sammy, and now she has two big brothers, and is she able to have that relationship with the two boys and Colin Doherty and Chris Hedden?
Oh yeah, she loves annoying them. Whenever they're outside, she wants to be right in the middle of them. If they have other guys over, it's like, leave them alone, give them their space. But they're great. They'll go outside and shoot hockey pucks with her. There's a neighbor that comes over, and if they see them out there, they're out there showing them how to use the sticks and shoot the puck, and it's a great experience for all of us.
How's the cooking been for two hockey players? I'm sure they have big appetites, and have you been able to introduce them to any kind of Louisiana cuisine?
We have. Colin is big into gumbo and jambalaya, but they tend to be grazers. They kind of eat here, an hour later eat again, so it's kind of getting on that schedule. Been an adjustment, but it's been good.
And I wanted to ask both of you, and I'll start with Ronnie. Was being a billet maybe one of the reasons why you scaled back being a game ice official? I've seen you there once in a while. I know Bridget stepped away from it, and I'll talk to Bridget in a minute about it. But was that the reason you guys kind of scaled back, because you guys wanted to maybe enjoy the game from a different perspective?
Well, I've always been kind of a on and off again, off ice official, usually just helping out when they really needed somebody because somebody was out sick or on vacation or whatever. Usually I'm in the stands watching our daughter, so I wasn't able to always help. So that's kind of always my role, was just a fill-in guy when they needed somebody.
The one who sorely missed, and I'm not going to lie, is every time I look down at every home game, I always used to seeing Bridget. I mean, probably since day one, since we started here in the North American Hockey League. And probably the most, comical thing is when you're frantically running towards the goal judge. And seemingly you've never gotten injured. But do you miss it, or is that something that you made that decision, like, look, I do want to step down this year. I want to enjoy the game from a different perspective. I'm a billet mom. What kind of went into the decision?
It was a hard decision to make. I loved it as a part of the game that I didn't know until the Bugs came back. But it was a decision that took a long time to consider, weighed my options. But I needed to scale back. I'm also going to school full time, so between that and with COVID happening and never knowing if my daughter was going to be in school, out of school, and we just wanted to enjoy the game from a different side again, be a fan again.
Before I let you guys go, what is the easiest way for somebody to reach out to you? I've been able to plug the Facebook page, and I know that's probably the best outlet.
Yes, right now the best outlet is just to message us on the Facebook page, just Team Solon Foundation on Facebook. Currently, I have purchased teamsolon.com, and we are working on a website. Don't know when that'll be live yet, but it's in the works. But Facebook page is the best way to get a hold of us.
Is there anything you wanted to add, Bridget, before I let you guys go? I really appreciate the time.
I just want to thank the Bugs for everything they've done. Tommy and Scott Musket and even Soupy have been great in our lives. They were great in Solon's life, and without them, Team Solon might not be as great as it is. So.
Well, thanks for the time, and we appreciate the partnership, and enjoy the rest of the season.
Well, thank you, Chet Yoder.
We'll have more after these messages here on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show, joined by one of our favorites, one of our proud corporate partners, really for the last 3 years, and we appreciate your support so much. DeFata and Associates LLC, the man behind that is Jerry DeFata. And Mr. Jerry, first of all, thank you for coming on, and we appreciate your corporate partnership, especially during times like this.
Thanks, Chet. This has been a tough year, and I'm proud to be able to continue my sponsorship.
Talk about what's been going on with your business and obviously COVID and the effects of that.
So COVID, for especially in the beginning, caused a lot of slowdown and problems for the business. But I took the time to try to, take advantage of it. We upgraded some of our bug sweep equipment, some of our what's called TSCM, technical surveillance countermeasures. Invested in some new equipment and the training required to do it. So we tried to be productive. Things are starting to pick back up, which is good. Business is tough all over for a lot of small businesses.
And talk about the new training and equipment upgrades during this COVID lockdown.
So, with bug sweeping, one of the biggest problems is staying up to date with the new technology, the threats that are out there. So did a lot of research on new technologies, found some new equipment that, like I said, we invested in. I've been doing extensive training, learning more about aspects of it that I wasn't aware of. So that's been good. It helps us provide a much better product for our clients, and they end up benefiting from our investment and our downtime.
One of the big things is hidden cameras. We've talked about it in restrooms causing legal problems for some of the business owners. What can we say more about these hidden cameras, and what do people need to watch out for?
So the biggest thing is for people to just be aware. There's cases all over the country, here included, where perverts, voyeurs, whatever you want to call them, are hiding cameras in public restrooms, locker rooms, school locker rooms, places like that, and videoing people when they think they're in privacy, changing clothes, going to the restroom. And in a lot of cases, we're finding that they sell this stuff on the internet. So that's one area that we really concentrated on. There's certain equipment that makes finding these things easier, and we also have developed some training that we can offer to business owners and their employees. Because, down the road, just like with slip and falls or anything else, if you're able to show that you've done all you can to prevent this problem, if somebody files, your customer, for example, finds the camera, they file a lawsuit against you and the person. And then, you're in a legal battle, and one thing you're going to be asked is, what did you do to prevent it?
We're talking to Jerry DeFata here from the DeFata and Associates LLC, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. You talk about spying on small businesses, little things between employees. You work in that private investigation field. What are some of the things that people need to see?
So, people often think of espionage or spying as being something that, countries do to each other. And, they don't think about it on a small business level. But we've seen cases where an employee just wants to get dirt on their boss or get something that they can try to bribe or influence their boss with, whether it be, the boss's private life or, business is starting to slow down and they're afraid that, something's going to close. So they're putting these listening devices and recorders in conference rooms so they can try to get a heads up on who's going to get terminated or who's going to be laid off or how much their coworkers make, so they can then make an argument that they're not being paid. So there's a lot of, I guess, from a national security standpoint, they're not that important. But, we're not talking about China or Russia spying on the business. We're talking about competitors, coworkers, employees, perverts, whatever. There's a lot of different reasons for somebody to want to spy, even on a small business.
Have you noticed an increase in these instances with COVID? How has that affected your business? Have you seen numbers go down? Have you seen traffic go up? Any kind of direct impact because of COVID?
So from a COVID point of view, access to, the public has been limited at a lot of businesses. So that actually works to the business advantage. They're not allowing people into their dressing rooms, restrooms, fitting rooms like they once were. But now that things are starting to open back up, it's going to be a problem. Now, the one thing that COVID has impacted is work from home. People working from home, taking sensitive equipment, taking sensitive material, work product home. I advise small business owners to have us go and do a security check of their homes to make sure they have the proper settings on their network, things like that, to ensure that all of their confidential business material, that their customer list, things like that, are not being accessed off property. So it's kind of twofold. There's an advantage in that there's less access, but there's also a disadvantage to stuff being out in public that maybe wouldn't have been out under normal conditions.
One thing I noticed about you is your travel schedule and your work schedule always crazy. Has it still been that kind of crazy schedule since COVID has hit us?
So for about, I'd say the first, from March. I was traveling in March when things really locked down, and actually had been in New Orleans the weekend that it was discovered, that Monday in New Orleans. So we were all scared to death. We'd had a big event there. But, so for about 3 months it slowed down, but say the last 3 months, things have really ramped back up. People are starting to try to catch up from all the downtime. So I'm fortunate in that business is good. Not everybody's in that position.
What is the easiest way for people to get in contact with you? I always talk about it in our second period, of course, during our broadcast, but I want to hear it from you.
So obviously the best way, you can just call me direct. My cell number, 318-426-0199. Or go to our company website, defatapi.com, or we have another site that's geared strictly towards the bug sweep, the equipment, and it answers a lot of questions people have, and that's LouisianaTSCM.com. So again, TSCM is the technical name for what we do. Most people just refer to it as bug sweeps, and we're the only company that specializes in that here in this region.
That's Jerry DeFata from DeFata & Associates, LLC. Thank you again for being a corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs hockey. This is a great season so far for the Bugs on the ice, but it's most importantly what we do off the ice that makes it all work and really builds this community together. So once again, thank you for your partnership.
Thank you, Chet. We enjoy being at the games, and we look forward to a great season.
We'll have more after these messages on the Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy First Intermission Show. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. The only goal, Joe Mack with his 3rd of the series, 10th of the season. From the left wing, he was able to snipe it past Blessing on the power play at 15:43. It was Sherino and Dorfman's brilliant pass that was able to feed Max Talley. Mudbugs with a 1-0 lead as we go into the second period, all brought to you by DeFata and Associates Investigative and Risk Analysis Services. Personal matters, child custody cases, internal theft problems within your business. Just call our main man, Jerry DeFata, at 318-635-9944 to talk about your case, or log on to DeFataPI.com. Mudbugs will skate from right to left here in the second period. It'll be Dorfman at center ice, and Collins able to win the faceoff. Collins has it now, throws it off the far side, and he runs over the body of Hallard, and Hallard goes down. Got back up, though, from the near half wall. Puck chiseled back out to center there by Dorfman. He got rubbed up pretty good there by Collins. Now through the middle of the ice, Collins couldn't handle it. To the far side, mishandled. Dorfman up ahead now. Far circle, Sherino, quick wrister, he scores! Sherino, he rolled it past Blessing, and Blessing can't believe it. Shreveport 2, Lone Star nothing, opening 27 seconds of the second. As Sherino with a quick strike, and the Mudbugs have a 2-goal lead. Guy Blessing wants that one back because it rolled off his gear and found its way through. And for Sherino, it's goal number 8 on the season. When you got it good, you get the bounces, you get the rolls. And Sherino stayed with it. Got it on the armor of Blessing, and it sneaks right through for his 8th of the season. And it comes at the 27-second marker of the second. Boy, when the Mudbugs took on Lone Star in their last series in this building, nothing went right. This weekend, everything seems to be going right. Sherino from Austin Brimmer is the official call, as Brimmer was able to drop it off to Dorfman. That was a neutral zone turnover from Lone Star, and it's Brimmer and Sherino who make Lone Star pay on the first shot of the period. Boy, that shift after a goal, you know Lone Star is going to be hungry. Now down by 2. Boy, Mudbugs not wasting any time in a period that has given them problems, especially of late. Trying to dismiss that this weekend, rather. Worked back in down to the Lone Star zone. Now worked around the far side boards, held in there by Gockler from the right point, thrown through traffic, blocked off there by Digby, and Digby will swing it around now to the far side, drop it in the middle of the ice over to Luke Johnson. Johnson couldn't get it through, played back out to center, and Nolan will just nail it back in to the Mudbug zone. Slowed down there by Hudson as he's got a 2-goal lead now to work with. 1 minute gone by here in the opening frame. That first intermission show, which was brought to you by Brookshire's Food and Pharmacy, ran a little long. We do apologize about that, but we are honoring our Mudbugs beat writer for about 20 years in Roy Lang, who is no longer in the business and has moved on to better ventures as a caddy in the golfing tour of things. Now, roll right wing circle shot. He fanned on it. That was Gato looking for the Mudbugs' 3rd of the night. Now far half boards. Now working the zone here. Steele, middle of the blue line. Throws it toward the goal, but it goes wide. Now from the far side, from the left side, it's Digby. Kind of rumbling through the neutral zone. Puck now taken away there by Gato. Now thrown up ahead there to Joe Mack. Missed his stick. Now floated back into the Shreveport zone. Metcalf able to corral it from the far side. Dropped off there to Procopio. And Procopio will just softly wedge it into the far corner, deep into the Lone Star zone. Brady Smith behind the cage of Blessing. Gets his stick tied up a bit there with Procopio. Now Mudbugs trying to hold the zone. Colson cannot. He'll dish it on over to Metcalf. Metcalf will throw it after Procopio along the near side, and they'll just dump it in to the Lone Star zone. Take it now from the right wing. Trying to hold it there was Procopio. And now it's taken away there by Brady Smith, and he will just sail it back out to center. Now off the near side boards in deep into the Brahmas zone. First to touch it there is Nolan behind the cage of Blessing. It's always funny saying Owen Nolan's name. We always remember the great NHL player, longtime San Jose Shark, Colorado Avalanche Owen Nolan. Now worked in deep into the Mudbug zone. There is no relation between the two. Behind the cage of Hudson. Now to the left point. Held in there. Bilkey a blast. Blocked in front. Now taken there by Dorfman. Rattles it off the near side. Boards up ahead there to Sherino. Sherino gets hauled down there by Hasselgren, and we got a penalty coming up. Looks like a holding infraction. Great draw there by Sherino to draw that penalty, and Hasselgren will sit in the box for 2. Mudbugs go right back on the AEP Swepco power play for the 3rd time tonight. Penalty comes at 3:04 of the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Face off now in the left wing circle to the right of Blessing. 2-0 lead for Bugs hockey. Now to the left point. Mack will just twist it in now along to the right half wall. That's Dorfman down low. Quick shot! Oh, what a save made there by Blessing. And I think Mack might have shot it wide from the short side. Boy, Dorfman with a cross-ice feed again to Mack. Very similar on how the Mudbugs strike their first goal tonight. And I believe it might have just shot it wide. Boy, Mack might have been a little bit in tight. And that might have been Joe Mack's only problem there. Or I guess you could say hindrance. Hard to lift it in tight there. Now face-off one there by Shreveport to the point. It's Colson. He walks the line now. Far half wall there to Dorfman. Drop down low to Procopio. Sailed back up top now. Colson right wing. Quick shot blocked in front. That's a good job there by Murray, but held in there by Procopio. To the right point it goes. Oh no, blown tire there by Dorfman. Was able to shovel it in deep there to Procopio. Right corner. Worked back up top, but Colson and Dorfman were a little bit confused on who was going to take it at the point. Goes all the way down into the Shreveport zone. 1:15 left on Hasselgren's holding infraction. This power play brought to you by AEP Swepco. Shreveport owns a 2-0 lead over their rival Lone Star. If the Mudbugs win tonight, they got sole possession of the South by 2 points. If they do it in regulation. Metcalf glides it up the ice from right to left. Drop back pass there to Bunting as they gain the zone. Now to the point there to Metcalf off the far side boards. Spun in there by Head into the right corner. Mishandled there by Brimmer. He couldn't settle it down. Mudbugs trying to hold the zone off the near side boards. Oh, Mudbugs hold the zone as Fetchko will just flip it in behind the cage there for Hedden. Bunting now couldn't steer it up top, and now he takes a hard hit. Penalty coming up to Lone Star. I believe it's Palmer, and I believe it's a checking from behind or a cross-checking call. We'll get the call in just a second, and what a critical moment for the Bugs hockey squad because they're going to have a 2-man advantage for 33 seconds. This might be a time for Coach Supri to maybe call his timeout. Penalty comes at 4:31 of the second. Palmer disgusted by the call as he lashed out toward David Lilly. Mudbugs with a chance here to lengthen their lead. Face off now from the left wing circle. It is won there by Lone Star. That's a big win. And Nolan cannot clear it. Held in there from Hedden at the right point. To the left point there to Colson. Colson now down low, left corner there to Dorfman. Cross-checking the call on Palmer. Now the near circle. Backdoor. Quick shot there by Hedden. And it gets blocked in front there by DiCarlo. Held in there from the right wing there by Hedden. One-time blast there by Colson went wide. Might have got a piece of blessing on its way through. The first penalty's almost over. 5 seconds now. Near half wall. Dorfman works it up toward the point. Hasselgren's out of the box. And now a pass deflects into the near half wall. Colson holds the zone. Hasselgren in on the rush. Now behind the cage of Blessing. Far corner. That's Hedden. He'll relay it back up top. Dorfman to the point. Now over to the left wing, over to Colson. Colson now walks the line. Back to the point. Thrown toward the net. Blocked in front as it hit the stick of Trezera. Now it rattles around the near side boards to Dorfman. 5-on-4 power play for 1 minute. Colson, far circle, quick shot. Oh, and a left pad stop made there by Burke. That was not easy. Graham Burke in the game as Guy Blessing had the start. I do correct myself on that as that pass was intercepted there by Murray, and he'll shove it all the way down the length of the ice. So Guy Blessing yanked after one period. One last chance here for the Mudbugs as we are down to 35 seconds left now on this AEP Swepco power play. Now to the left wing, and Colson and Fetchko couldn't hold the zone. Now the Mudbugs come in off sides. Uh-oh. Looked like Metcalf got sandwiched into the boards. He is down on the ice, appears to be okay. He's pleading his case there toward Connor Bull's direction, and that was a heated exchange between Metcalf and Connor Bull. They're having a lengthy discussion there. $13:49 remaining here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Face-off won there by Lone Star. Now far side, puck now golfed all the way down the length of the ice. One last chance maybe, stolen away there by Collins. Look out. And now taken away. Mudbugs now 1 for 4 in the man advantage as Palmer is about to get out of the box. That's a squandered opportunity for the Mudbugs. Back to 5-on-5. Dorfman now from the left corner, trying to center the puck in front, but it got kind of, I guess it bounced off a Lone Star into the protective netting for a stoppage of play. Mudbugs Hockey Night brought to you by Buffalo Wild Wings. Beer, sports, wings. What more do you want? Buffalo Wild Wings, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs Hockey. Mack and Chirino able to capitalize on their chances. As Shreveport has the 2-0 lead. Still plenty of time in this contest. Uh-oh. Lone Star wants an interference call on Gockler, and they're going to get it. It's going to go against Gockler as that impeded the rush for Luke Johnson, and that Lone Star bench jumped out like a flock of pigeons for good reason. Gockler will sit for 2. Second power play of the night for Lone Star. Mudbugs 1 for 4 on the man advantage. Second attempt. For Lone Star. Face off now in the left wing circle. Joe Mack to take the face-off on the first-choice personnel penalty kill against Baez. Baez wins the face-off. Back up top to Trezera. Quick shot there by Digby went wide. Now chopped at there by Brazil, and Mack able to work it back out to center. Now Brady Smith up ahead now to Baez. He gets taken down, and Mack is able to swirl it off the far side boards and all the way down. Now Tritt drops it back to Brady Smith. Re-enters the zone from the right side. There is Joey Baez. The third-year Brahma over to Brady Smith. They'll drop it down low now to the right corner. On over to Tritt. Now they work it back up top. Now to the left point it goes. To the point now, to the right point there to Baez. Baez, backdoor, quick shot, save, score. That's Tritt. They went tic-tac-toe, short side, and it's Tritt who's able to get Lone Star on the board. Boy, not much Hudson can do there. Just perfect execution as they went tic-tac-toe, and it was Tritt from the short side who's able to tap it in. Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1, power play goal for the Brahmas. And the goal comes at 7:32 of the second. For Dawson Schritt, goal number 5 on the year. And Lone Star now 1 for 2 on the man advantage. And we got ourselves a contest. And now intercepted, far circle. Here's Sharino, and he shot it just wide. And now back the other way. Here's Smith, quick shot, glove save, made there by Hudson. As Dylan Smith had it on the right wing circle. He was trying to elevate it, and Hudson with a nice stop. As Lone Star starting to make the push. Boy, Shreveport had the most dangerous lead in hockey, and now it is a slim margin of error here as we are almost 8 minutes gone by here in the DeFata and Associates LLC second. Shreveport clinging to a 2-1 lead. Oh, boy, thrown toward the net. Paddled aside there by Hudson. That was a designed play as it was thrown toward the net. Puck now poked back out to center. Caught down there by Gato. He'll float it up ahead there to Mack. Now from the high slot, Steele. Back over to Mack. Oh, they couldn't hold it. Right wing shot there by Hallard. And a blocker save made there by Burke. Boy, Hallard teed one up as he was looking for his first. Hard hit there by Hallard on Nemo. Along to the far half wall. Hallard rings the bell. Now, along the end boards, behind the cage of Hudson. Mudbugs 2, the Brahmas 1. It's a tighter affair tonight. Along the near half boards, Mack now will just slither the puck in deep into the Lone Star zone. Now along the near side, off the stick, I believe, of Hasselgren. He'll go around now to the far corner. Knifed at there by Gockler, but he can't get it out. Now Gockler, stick tied up. He'll dish it on over to the right corner. Avoiding a hit there was Hedden. Now off the far side boards. Loose change picked up there by Gockler. Off the stick now, a Fetchko. Paddle away there by Burke. Guy Blessing yanked after 1 period of play. Now behind the cage, trying to get there is Onstad. He got kind of angled up now. Now from the near side, here's Quinn Emerson. His cross-ice pass intercepted there by Fetchko. Boy, like taking candy out of a baby, he made that look easy. Intercepted again. Here's Emerson. Quick shot, save made, rebound chance. And the net comes off its mooring as Lone Star was pecking away at it, trying to tie it with 10:29 to go here in the middle frame. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Game 2 of this 2-game series. Last regular season meeting between these two storied franchises. Face off now to the right of Hudson. Face-off battle and it's won there by Onstad. Onstad's had a good night in the face-off circle. Gockler rattled around the far side boards over to Fetchko. Now he'll drop it back to Hedden. Hedden now will slice it up ahead there to Bunting, and Bunting will just checkerboard this baby in to the Brahmas zone. Into the left corner. Mudbugs trying to put some pressure. They've had trouble getting things going here in this second after they scored. Now here comes Digby, works it up the zone, gets hooked a bit. Luke Johnson centering feed blocked there by Hedden, but Luke Johnson holds the zone. Johnson now from the right corner, taken away there by Fetchko, and Fetchko fire it off the near side glass. Almost took David Lilly's head off, but it'll go down the length for icing. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. Mudbugs hockey will be back at it next Friday night, March 26th at K. Yeager Coliseum. We'll have the broadcast live at 6:50 with the Landers Dodge Jeep Chrysler and Ram pregame show. 7:05 with the opening puck drop. Face-off won there by Shreveport. From the far corner, they'll whip it around the far side. Now banged around along the end boards. Metcalf has it off the near side boards. Mudbugs trouble getting it out. Now thrown in front. Headed now. Will float it back out to midair. Hand pass got canceled out as Shreveport touched it up. Now Metcalf tried to get it through. He cannot. Nemo enters the zone. Gets hit hard there by Procopio, but the puck is deep in the Mudbug zone. Taken away there by Metcalf. He'll kiss it off the near side window. Up ahead there to Weber. Weber will twirl it back on over to Procopio. Procopio now in the left corner. He's got it. He'll twist it in and cycle it in deep there for Weber. Weber now working it in deep now, trying to hold the zone. He's got it now. Thrown low to high over to Colson. Colson dropped off. Fresh skater. Quick ripper there by Gotinski. Got blocked in front, and he took out Collins. He's slow to get up. Quick shot there from the point. Blocked, and now we got a whistle. Coach Soupy screaming behind that bench. He didn't like the whistle, but that's a standard MO as Colson is shooken up. And we got a break in the action. 8:53 to go here in the second. It's Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1. It's a tight one here in Shreveport. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. 8:53 remaining here in the second. 2-1 lead for the Bugs. Be sure to join us for our next home game, April 9th and 10th. April 9th, the Mudbugs will host Odessa. It'll be Sports Legends and Alumni Weekend here at the George. Get your tickets by giving us a call at 318-636-7094 or logging on to mudbugshockey.com. The Mudbugs will have some games to make up at the end of the regular season as they have 2 against Amarillo on the road and then 2 against Odessa, which they'll have to make up as well. Face off now in the right wing circle. Deep in the Lone Star territory. It'll be Joe Mack to take the face off. Face off won, and we got an illegal face off as DiCarlo won that unfairly. And we'll do it again. Face off won there by Lone Star. Boy, Lone Star has had all the momentum since Chirino scored. And now the puck golfed all the way down. Slagged down there by Brazil. He can't bang it out. Now he's got to grab it. He'll shove it to the near half wall, but they can't get it out. And now off the far side boards, that's Hallard, and Hallard will be able to muscle back out to center. Now trying to get around the far half wall. There's Joe Mack. He works it back up top. Oh, intercepted. Uh-oh, a chance as they got underneath. Great back check there by Brazil to get back. Almost a breakaway all the way down. For Lone Stars, they got underneath a bit of Brazil and Hallard. A big hello to the Brazil family. Tune tonight from Granville, Michigan. Ms. K, Coach Joel, and the rest of the Brazil family. Intercepted. Here comes Chirino. Drop back. Dorfman's cross ice pass intercepted there by Palmer. And now off the, I believe, the stick of Konovalov in deep now to the Mudbug zone. Thrown in front. Taken away there by Brimmer. Cuts that lane off. Now taken away. Dorfman has it. He'll lug it off the far side boards back out to center. And now Brimmer will just steer it in behind the cage of the Lone Star net. Now to the near side. Oh, head in. Blocked off. That was Emerson. Emerson was looking for an interference call. He did not get one. Bunting now entered the zone. There is Brimmer. Dropped off there to Bunting. Bunting getting held up a bit. Tried to throw his body in front on his man. That was Bilke. He missed. And now Digby Back to Konovalov, dropped off, high slot, stirs her a blast. It went just wide. The net comes off its mooring, and we got a whistle. With 7:08 remaining here in the second, Lone Star has the ice tilted in their favor right now. Face off to the left of Hudson, who is feeling a little bit under siege right now. You can just see Lone Star in the waters right now. They've struck once. Shreveport trying to hold them down. Face off one there by Bias. Now back over to Luke Johnson. Johnson from the right corner, taken away there by Colson. Good job there to poke it up ahead there for Bunting. Bunting will take it back out to center, and he'll just try to slam it in deep. It got blocked there by Tritt. Now to the far side over to Metcalf. Fetchko's touch pass gets blocked off there by the Zebra. That was David Lilly in the way inadvertently. Now to the far side. Thrown, missed the stick of Bias, and it'll be icing on Lone Star. Mudbugs hockey tonight can be followed on Facebook, Snapchat, Twitter, and Instagram. On all our hot social media outlets, all you got to do is go to Shreveport Mudbugs hockey for all your latest and hottest information. Face-off won there by Shreveport, smacked in deep behind the cage. There by Weber. Hard hit there by Vermont and along the near corner on Bilkey. Bucks trying to generate some more offense here. They haven't had much quality chances after Sherino's 8th of the year. That one was early, very early, at 27 seconds in. 6:08 remaining here in the second. 2-1 lead for the Bugs. Puck now sliced back out to center and now just drilled back in there by Palmer into the Mudbug zone. Mudbugs in that kind of bend, not break mode right now. Uh-oh, through the slot. Quick shot blocked in front. That was Collins trying to get one toward the net. Haller now off the far side boards. And puck not out, held in there. Here's McDonald, a shot. Glove save made there by Hudson. He was able to challenge the shooter and make a nice glove stop with 5:40 now remaining here in the second. Face-off now to the right of Hudson. One there by the Bugs. Now Hedden will just park it behind the cage, work it up around now the left side. He'll work it up ahead there to Brimmer. They go 3-on-2. They enter the zone from the left wing. Brimmer now will just take a pirouette back up top, high slot. Gockler a shot. He got the glass off the rebound. Oh, Sherino, or rather Dorfman couldn't handle the bounce as it went right back out to center. And now the puck ladled back into the Mudbug zone. 5:10 remaining here in the second. Mudbugs teetering as they are on a 2-1 lead, but boy, Lone Star has really dictated the pace here in the middle frame after Sherino's goal. Mack will just mail it back in to the Lone Star zone. Now to the far half wall. Now from the right wing circle. Now along the near blue line. Played through the neutral zone. Nolan to the far side. That's Nemo. He'll just gun it back in to the Mudbug zone. Hudson will slow it down. Metcalf to the near side there to Gato. Gato's pass got broken up, but Steele will take it from the right side. He'll just bank it in there for Colson to grab. Thrown up top now, held in there by Fetchko. Fetchko from the far half wall. Dropped off there to Colson. Backhand shot gets blocked there by Palmer. Palmer now strikes it out of midair. Blocked off there by Bunting. Bunting now will just love it this baby in. Into the near corner it goes. Trying to hold the zone there is Onstadt. Played back out to center. Here comes DiCarlo. Poked at there by Palmer in deep. But Colson now will just shovel it on over to Metcalf as he'll barrel it off the near side boards back out to center. 3:40 remaining in the second. Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1. A tight affair as Bunting with a big hit along the far half boards on Murray. And that puck deflects into the protective netting behind Hudson. Face-off will come from the near Mudbugs blue line. 3:32 remaining here in the second. Face-off tied up, tangled up, won there by Baez. Now dropped off the stick and skate of Tritt. Now it's chopped at behind the cage. Brazil will touch it, tied up there with Baez on his tail. Now to the far corner it goes. Hallard will pick up the loose biscuit, send it back out to center off the stick of Procopio. Loose puck taken there by Murray. Murray now advances up ahead, batted out of midair there by Vermaelen through the middle of the ice. Now Weber will just throw it back to his blue liner, the captain Brazil. And Brazil will just softly pop it in to the Brahmas zone. Off to the far side. Weber couldn't work it in deep off a cycle. Puck played back out to center. Now played back into the Mudbugs bench, or Mudbugs zone rather. Now head in, we'll just roll it on over to Brazil. Up the middle of the ice there to Chirino. Chirino now will just throw it off the near side boards in deep into the Brahmas zone. Now to the near half wall it goes. Mudbugs trying to work it off the walls, brushed back out to center. It's a good job there by Collins. Along the middle of the ice, Chirino gets his pocket picked. Uh-oh, down goes Dylan Smith. And Lone Star's going to have a power play. Chirino's going to sit in the box for two, and what a critical power play here for Lone Star. Down by one with 2:15 remaining here in the second. It's a tripping infraction. No protest from the Greensburg, Pennsylvania native. He knew what he did wrong. And the Mudbugs have a big first-choice personnel penalty kill coming up. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant post-game show. We'll tell you how it all happened. Don't drink the water. Try our margaritas today. Nicky's Mexican Restaurant, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Face off now to the right of Hudson. Lone Star 1 for 2 on the man advantage. Lone Star wins the face-off, but Nolan could not hold the point. Goes right back out to center. Critical moment in the later stages of the second. Mudbugs clinging to a one-goal lead as Metcalf will whack it off the near side boards back out to center. It's a good clear and worked back in now there by Digby. To the left half wall there to Nemo. Nemo trying to settle it down. Puck now to Nemo's stick, now fed back up top to the left point. Now to the right point it goes to Digby. Digby has it near half wall, send it back up top to Nolan. His pass broken up there by Weber, and Weber able to fire the puck down the length of the ice. Wholesale line change and the long change here in the period for both teams. 1:09 left on the penalty to Chirino, 1:20 left now here in the second. It's all brought to you by DeFata and Associates, LLC. Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1. Taking a spin around there is Johnson trying to get a clean entry through the neutral zone. Now he'll glide it up and flip it in to the far corner and catch his own pass. Now played back up top, now to the point there to Baez as you try to settle up the perimeter. Now Smith over to Baez. Drop down low, missed the stick. Oh, that was a design play off the bounce as Tritt was trying to smack it off the boards and into the net. Now over to Smith, fake shot. Down over now, slot on over there to Baez, back to Smith. Smith has it from the point, quick shot, glove save made there by Hudson. It was going wide, but he wanted to glove it down and look for a face-off in his zone, and that's smart from Hudson to try to regain the momentum here, as we are now down to 26 seconds left on Chirino's tripping infraction. 41 ticks left here in the middle frame. Face off now in the right wing circle. Battle at one there by Lone Star. To the right point it goes. Nolan in deep. Quick right wing circle. Nolan has it. Back door. Waiting. And now it's Purcell. Gets hit off hard off the puck there by Metcalf. Lone Star holds the zone. 10 seconds left now. Right point. On over to the point. Quick shot there. Glove save made there by Hudson as Digby threw a rocket toward the cage. Big time stop made there by Hudson with 5 seconds remaining now on Chirino's tripping infraction. 20 ticks left in the middle period. Boy, critical moments for Cole Hudson and the Mudbugs as Lone Star is starting to throw the kitchen sink to try to equalize this game, or to find the equalizer. Looked like Burke had a little bit of a plan up his sleeve as he was gliding up across 15 feet in front of his cage. Not sure what that was about. You never know with Dan Wildfong. Face off one there by Lone Star. Played back up top, but Trezera couldn't hold the zone. And Chirino's out of the box. Lone Star's 1 for 3 on the man advantage. Here comes Johnson, though. High slot. Works it in deep to the far corner. Collins will nudge it in front, or behind the cage there for Nemo. And now taken away there by Procopio. Procopio, one last shot toward the net. It went just wide. Good valiant effort just before the buzzer sounds. A good period for both teams. Both teams trade goals. And it's the Mudbugs who have a 2-1 lead after 2 periods of play. It all started 27 seconds into the second when Chirino scored from Bremer. And then at 7:32 on the man advantage, it was Dawson Schrader on a tic-tac-toe play. Luke Johnson with the only assist. And that's where we stand after 2 periods of play. It is Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1, another barn burner between these 2 storied rivals. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuo letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to BayouBlasters.com.
Welcome back into the Bayou Blasters second intermission show. We're joined by one of my good friends and one of our most dearest corporate partners of the Shreveport Mudbugs hockey squad. We can't do it without him. Dr. Emil Janou from Sterling Dental Center. Doctor, thanks for the time. We do appreciate you coming on.
Well, thanks, Chet. I appreciate it. I'm always glad to be a part of anything that's involved with Shreveport and especially athletics, and I'm glad to be able to do it.
Just talk about how things are going at Sterling Dental Center.
Well, Sterling is growing, as you would like to. We are now open on Fridays, and that's going to be an ongoing process. We're kind of in that experimental phase right now, where we're just open in the mornings right now from 9 to 1, but we're hoping to get it to 8 to 5, and treat it as a normal day. We are always working on our techniques and any new science that's out there in technology. We're always trying to improve ourselves and stay current with the current technology.
I guess every dentist is different. Can you talk about some of the services that you provide patients at Sterling Dental Center?
Well, we're going to cover every basic procedure that any general dentist can do, from a cleaning to a full exam, that's accompanied with your cleaning. X-rays, we're going to be able to read, X-rays, find any cavities on X-rays, that type of stuff. But we also do, we are offering right now Invisalign at our office, as well as implant placement too. So it's kind of a one-stop shop. Now, of course, not every case is going to be able to be treated that way. You got to have, you got to meet these specific requirements, because sometimes that's what specialists, are for, as more complicated things. But, look, we do fillings, root canals, extractions, crowns, bridges, partials, dentures, basically your normal services. But we are doing Invisalign cases and implant placement and restoration.
You've been doing this for quite a while. You seem to enjoy it a lot. Every time I come here, it's a great atmosphere, especially with the girls. What's the best part of the job?
Best part of the job is when you actually change somebody's outlook on life.
So that can happen?
Yeah. I mean, you have somebody who comes in and say, I don't smile in pictures. I hide in the back in pictures. I don't talk with my mouth open. I kind of, and they come in and you come up with a treatment plan, and it might take a couple years to get everything done, but when it's finally done and you have a start picture and an end picture, and they start crying in your chair because their outlook on life is different now. All they want to do is go smile and laugh and be in pictures. As compared to 3 years prior, and they wanted nothing to do with it. I think it's transformational. It really is, and that's one thing that you could have the worst day, and then you get that one person, and you're like, okay, this is why I do my job.
We're talking to Dr. Emil Janou from Sterling Dental Center, one of our corporate partners of Mudbugs Hockey. I'm one of those kind of OCD guys. I'm a broadcaster. I'm around a lot of people. I shake hands, kiss babies. I try to brush my teeth as often as possible, floss as often as possible, use mouthwash as often as possible. But your theory is you don't have to get too crazy, as maybe some would advise. You just have to be smart about it and do it, a certain amount of times a day.
Right. Ultimately, your goal is to brush twice a day, floss once a day. I am not opposed to more.
Which I do.
Right. There's nothing, unless you're being super aggressive with it where you're actually causing damage to your teeth, which can happen. But as long as you're doing twice a day and flossing once a day, studies prove that you're going to be in a good realm. Now, there's caveats to that too, because some people come in and they say, I brush every day or twice a day. What is going on? Well, you're not brushing right.
Okay.
So that's why it's always wise to get with your hygienist. If you're having any questions, and be like, show me how to brush right. Show me how to floss right, because there are ways to brush and floss right. And if you are not doing it correctly, you're not doing any good.
Right. Now, you have 4 girls at home. Is this something you go through with them? They must be masters of their craft by now.
So believe it or not, I still check each one of their but that's me. I'm going to do that
as a dad, not only as a doctor.
Right. But and the thing is the teeth are my thing. So I'm like I'm gonna stay on top of it. But my 5-year-old can brush by herself. My 4-year-old can too. She chooses not to because she's the baby and everybody does it for her. But the twins, they're great. They all know what they're doing and know what they're looking for. And that's a key thing. I mean, it's like where to brush, how to brush.
Now, one thing that I picked up from one of your assistants was that I was brushing too hard, and maybe everything else looked good, but my gums might have been a little bit more weaker. So I went ahead and changed from not a manual toothbrush to an electric toothbrush. Is there a preference that one better than the other? I know you have an electric toothbrush as well. Is that something that maybe you recommend for people in general, or do you think it's case by case?
I think it's case by case, because I have both. I have I have a manual and an automatic toothbrush. I have like I have a Sonicare, and then I also just have a normal, regular, run-of-the-mill toothbrush. But I also know that I'm not going to apply too much pressure and get some recession or get some of those sensitive areas along your gum lines, because studies show that in the first 30 seconds of brushing is when you exert the most amount of force. A lot of people just stick the toothbrush in the mouth, put it on the side of their teeth, and go. And as a result, you get recession, and basically you're brushing away part of your tooth. So that's where the sensitivity comes from. So I think it's a product of your own environment, how you're doing at home, how you're brushing. A lot of people are super aggressive brushers, and all they want is a hard toothbrush, when those should never ever be made. I mean, ultimately, all you want is a soft bristled toothbrush. But Sonicares are great, Oral-B's are great. It's all, as I said, it's all dependent upon what works for you. How do you do with this? And are you an aggressive brusher? Ask your hygienist. They'll be able to tell you. Ask your dentist. He will be able to tell you. Come see me. I'll be able to tell you. It's one of those things. It's you'll see certain markers, and you're like, hey, you probably need to switch to a mechanical toothbrush. Why? Because you're being too aggressive, and the mechanical toothbrush takes that out of your hands, and it just does it for you. So, needless to say, it's a situational type of thing.
Before I let you go, I mean, a big thing for a lot of people is people don't always have dental insurance. That's a big thing. It's a problem, because I think people are maybe scared to go to the dentist, thinking it's going to cost a fortune just for an exam, X-rays, and all that. But you have a way of helping those people get treated.
Right. Well, besides the ability we do accept care credit, which it's kind of like a credit card for insurance, and we do accept that. We also offer an in-house membership club where people can come in, and if they don't have insurance, they can join our membership club. And there's certain perks. There's 2 free cleanings a year, and then there's also 20% off your treatment and stuff like that. But it's at a monthly cost. But it's our membership club, and it's got some really good perks to it.
Has that grown since you started that?
Exponentially. It's amazing how many people don't have insurance, and
it's unbelievable.
Yeah, and they come in and they're like, look, I don't have insurance. What can you do for me? And you're like, okay.
You never want to turn anybody away.
Right. And the biggest thing is, look, you take care of the worst stuff first. And as you progress, and if you haven't been in a while, it's not a big deal anymore. Look, we're going to take care of the worst stuff first. And as you come in, each visit gets easier and easier and easier. And then by the time your treatment's completed, then you're just on recall. It's just every 6 months, boom, boom, boom. And okay, so you come in, you get all your work done. In a year and a half, you get one small new cavity. That's not a big deal compared to when you came in, 2 years prior, you had to have 2 root canals. And so it's a process. But yeah, so worst stuff first is always, your main priority. But being able to offer that in-house membership program is really, it's a nice thing to be able to offer to patients, just because it really is. It's a shame how many people don't have coverage, and look, there's not an easy way to say it. I mean, but it's with technology and products and everything. I mean, we've gotten expensive, and it's not for it. I mean, look, I'm providing the service, and I would be like, I couldn't do this without help.
Sure.
So I get it,
That's Dr. Emil Janou from Sterling Dental Center, proud corporate partner of Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey. You can give him a call if you want to make an appointment at 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. If you give him a call, they got the most friendliest staff. The atmosphere is unbelievable. Every time I come here, it feels like I'm not fearing going to the dentist. I think people kind of feel that. But this is a fun-loving atmosphere. I mean, I think people should be a little more upbeat about going to the dentist, other than that stigma, right?
Oh yeah, that's. I mean, everybody comes in there like, I hate you, and I'm like, well, I like you too. But yeah, it's just not as scary as it used to be. Medicine is great. I mean, that's why we use it. There are so many procedures in terms of how to relieve anxiety. But it is, man. I mean, I have lots of people who come in who, our age, haven't been in 15 years.
Yep.
Because they went as a kid.
I was one of those people.
And you have that one experience, and then you are just, it's like, you're concreted in. You can't do it. But yeah, look, it's nothing that it used to be anymore. As I said, technology is amazing. Drugs are amazing, and that's what you learn how to do. As a result, you get a lot more positive experience and a lot more happier patients.
That's Dr. Emil Janou. Thank you for your corporate partnership with the Mudbugs. We couldn't do it without you, and thanks for the time. We appreciate it.
Thank you, Chet. I appreciate it, buddy.
We'll be back with more after these messages on the Bayou Blasters' second intermission show. You're listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport-Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Both teams traded goals in the second. It was Dawson Chirino 27 seconds in. And then Dawson Tritt on a tic-tac-toe play from the short side at 7:32 on the power play. It got Lone Star on the board, and we stand at a 2-1 contest in favor of Shreveport as the Mudbugs will skate from left to right here in the Sterling Dental Center third period. It's all brought to you by Dr. Emil Janou and his awesome staff, who has your next dental checkup covered. Just call 318-680-1040 or log on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com. Mudbugs probably didn't like much out of that second period outside of the Chirino goal. They were outshot 8-6 in the second. It felt like it was tilted more against them than that. Shot totals through 16-15, a narrow margin in favor of the Brahmas. So this one, unlike last night where the Mudbugs were really in control and had a lengthy lead at all times, this one just won. Mudbugs will be back at it next Friday night from K. Yeager Coliseum. They'll take on the Wichita Falls Warriors for the first of two, 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show, 7:05 puck drop. We'll have all the action right here. Face-off won there by Dorfman, and we're underway here in the third. Hallard to the far side there to Brazil off the stick of Sherino as the puck trickles in deep into the Lone Star zone. Now along to the near side. That is Nolan, who gets hit hard along the near half boards. It goes in deep into the Shreveport zone for icing. Your icings this evening brought to you by Bayou Blasters, cleanest shot on ice. Face-off will be deep now to the left of Graham Burke. Guy Blessing's night over after one period tonight. Jake Onstadt to take it. Face-off is won there by Collins. Early goings of the third. Off the far side board, stretch pass. Missed the stick of Matt McDonald, but they came in offsides. A big hello to the Onstadt family. Tuned in tonight from Zeeland, Michigan. We haven't seen them in a while, Mr. and Mrs. Onstadt. Of course, little sister Ella and little brother Noah. It has been a long time since I've seen the Onstadts, or at least it feels like it because it's such a pleasant family to be around. A big hello to them. And a hello to the Gotinsky family, tuned in tonight from Macomb, Michigan. The only thing I know about Logan Gotinsky's dad is he is built like a bodyguard or a club bouncer. He's huge. He's one of those guys, I think, that could just sleep at GNC, or who sleeps at GNC and just inhales everything they have to offer, because he is absolutely enormously buff. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Hallard from the right point will just wing it in to the far corner. Now taken there by Nolan to the near side there to Johnson, and he'll just jolt it in. It goes wide of Hudson. Taken there by Brazil to the middle of the ice there. Given away. Tritz got it. And his pass was broken up there by Hallard. Now thrown in front off the skate of Onstadt. Puck pinballing around. And it's smothered up there by Hudson from the far post, and he'll cover it up for a faceoff. We were just 50 seconds in, and that was a little bit of a fluky bounce that Lone Star was trying to capitalize on there. Face-off now in the right wing circle to the left of Hudson. Battlette, and one there by Shreveport, but Steele can't send it out. Now off to the near side. Purcell will pelt it in behind the cage. Nemo is there trying to gather it in. Taken away there by Colson. Colson cannot push it forward. Kept in there from the left point. Bilkey, a shot off the stick of Nemo. Goes to the far corner. Now rings around the Rosie to the near side there to Steele, and Steele will be able to poke it up all the way up ahead there to Gato. Gato right wing circle trying to dance around the stick of Murray. Got a stick tangled up there, but a nice effort there from Gato. Now along to the near side. Forwarded up ahead there to DeCarlo. He'll touch it over to Nemo to the near half wall. DeCarlo cannot drop it off. Intercepted there by Procopio. Over to Bilkey, and Bilkey will softly just chip it in to the Mudbug zone behind the cage. Metcalf to the far side there to Procopio. He can't clear it, but the puck now just dished through the neutral zone as Smith wanted a re-entry. It was Brady Smith, a cleaner entry rather. Puck now just lofted in behind the cage. Weber is there behind the cage of Burke. Now Procopio gets hit hard along the end boards. Mudbugs trying to win the battle off the walls, off the near side. Gockler has it. He'll just drop it in deep there to the right corner there to Procopio. They'll work a cycle behind the cage over to Vermanen. Vermanen now to the far corner. He had 2 goals last night. Mudbugs trying to work the O-zone. Now from the left wing, thrown toward the net. It goes wide. That was a no-look shot there from Procopio. Went wide. Held in there, pinching the zone there is Hedden. Now he gets tripped up over his own man, and now Lone Star possesses the biscuit. To the near side, up ahead. There, what a hard hit there as Konovalov gets rung in pretty good into the glass there by Brimmer. Puck was sent into the Mudbug zone, now to the neutral zone. Sherino gets taken down. Now held up a little bit. Dorfman might have got away with one. And now Sotak was in the way. Mudbugs can't clear. Now from the right corner, here's Palmer, a shot. Right pad stop made there by Hudson. Now from the left point. And Trezera's bad pass right through the neutral zone as Dylan Smith now will just rattle it into the Mudbug zone. Taken there by Hedden, the Kalamazoo, Michigan native, to the near side there to Gockler. Gockler will spin it up ahead off the stick of Bunting. In deep now to the Brahmas zone, right corner. That's Brimmer Bunting. Thrown in front. Blocked off the skate of Bilkey. Now wagon wheeled over to the right point. Hallard will just lay it in deep there for Fetchko when we got a whistle. Looks like the net's off its mooring. It is. With 16:34 remaining here in the third. Mudbugs' first goal, Joe Max, is your State Farm drive of the game, brought to you by Ben Tolles from State Farm. Get the best car insurance by giving him a call at 318-688-1522. Ben Tolles from State Farm, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. Face off now in the right wing circle to the left of Burke. Onstadt cannot win the face-off. Lone Star has it. They'll levy it in deep behind the cage of Burke. Now worked around the near side boards. Hacked at there by Onstadt, able to hold the zone. Now from the right point. Now from the slot. Quick shot there by Bunting. And a blocker save made there. Oh, boy, the puck punched right back out to center. That's a good effort there by Dylan Smith, who lost his stick or got broken in half. Now Burke will bang it around the near side. Boards kept in there by Bunting. He'll drop it in deep there to Onstadt. They'll work a cycle. Now behind the cage, taken away there by Johnson, stolen away there by Bunting from the far half wall. They'll steer it in to that right corner. Now thrown up ahead and taken there by Johnson, and Johnson will just spike the puck in deep into the Mudbug zone. Now along to the end boards. Bodies flying. Loose puck now. Onstadt falls down. He throws it off the near side boards. Chopped at there by Steele. And the puck now is saucered all the way down into the Brahmas zone. Good job there by Steele. 4.5 gone by in the third. Mudbugs walking the tightrope, up by 1. Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1. In the early stages of the third, who wants sole possession of the South? To the far corner it goes. The winner will have that by the end of the night. Behind the cage now, Metcalf. Kind of whacks it around to the far corner now behind the cage. Metcalf gets held up in his grounds. Taken away, Lone Star holds his own. Left corner shot there by Nolan. Gets blocked in front there by Colson. Held in there by Baez. Baez now throws it back to the right point. Digby's there. Now to the far side. Nolan waits, tees one up, and he shot it just wide. Oh, a shot from the far short side there by Baez is stopped there by Hudson. 14:45 remaining in the third. I'm Chet Yoder coming to you live from Shreveport, Louisiana. It is Lone Star down in this game. Shreveport up 2-1. Said a hello in the intermissions to Brazil's lovely girlfriend, Miss Emily, and her mom, Miss Laura Saliot, and I said hi to the Metcalfs as well, along with a couple of billet families, the Myers and the Choates. They're all in the suite enjoying themselves. It was great to say hi to those lovely folks all around. Now to the far corner. Mudbugs have the puck. Can they chop it out? They cannot. Murray a shot blocked in front there by Hedden. Murray another shot blocked in front there by Brazil. Or rather Brimmer back out to center. Re-enter the zone. Here comes Sturzer from the near corner. He works it in behind the cage. Behind the cage of Hudson. A little bit of a traffic jam. Worked out there by Dorfman, the Nashville, Tennessee native. Will just able to kind of lambaste it back out to center. And now the puck just careened back into the Mudbug zone. Puck now lofted up ahead. It's Gotinski, far corner, deep into the Mudbug zone. He's all alone trying to hold it for some fresh bugs. Now at the right point, Vermanen dips in, but he can't get it out. Can't hold it in, rather. As the puck now is just slowly raked into the Mudbug zone there by Sturzer. Weber works it up now, left to right, up ahead there to Gotinski. Gotinski now will just flip it into the Brahmas zone. Collins, a hard hit there from Weber to the far corner. Lone Star will possess the puck. They'll scale it up ahead there to Collins. Collins throws it in front. It gets blocked there by Weber. And now the puck is just chopped that back out to center. That's a great job there by Vermanen. from Ottawa, Ontario, to the near side there from the left point. A shot after the whistle as Lone Star is offsides there by Collins. Was gloved down there by Hudson, but it didn't matter. If you're looking for an inside the depth look at Mudbugs hockey, go to patreon.com/insidethebugs. Never before seen footage on our video podcast of Mudbugs hockey. Hosted by Coach Rich and Coach Soupy. Just subscribe now at patreon.com/insidethebugs. Face-off battle at Tangled Up. All called a tie. Now worked around the boards, and now Johnson will be able to jar it in to the Mudbug zone. Slowed down there by Hudson. Kicked around there by Metcalf. Now over to Colson, the former Jackalope. Off the far side boards, up ahead there to Bunting. Good steal. Far side, quick shot. Save made there by Hudson. Boy, Digby threw it off the armor of Hudson, and I don't think he knew where it was. And then it dropped right in front of him, and he's able to keep it out. Scores elsewhere in the South Division. Amarillo and Wichita Falls knotted up at 2 with 9 minutes left in the third. And it is Odessa on top of New Mexico 1-0, 8 minutes gone by in the third from the Ector County Coliseum. Coors Light, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey. A great cold beverage. Been a proud corporate partner since we've come back to the North American Hockey League. And Fireplace Specialties, a proud corporate partner of Mudbugs hockey, and the theme and the corporate partner of this weekend series. Your Fireplace headquarters. Fireplaces, gas grills, outdoor kitchens. Just go to 8500 Box Road in Shreveport. And now we got a break in the action. Something wrong in the ice. We'll take a break in the action. Score 2-1 in favor of Bugs hockey. This is Mudbugs hockey.
Sterling Dental Center is a proud partner of the Shreveport Mudbugs. I'm Dr. Emil Janu, and my experienced staff and I will handle all your dental needs, from routine cleanings, x-rays, cavities, toothaches, and more, with the best and safest treatment out there. We are a family here at Sterling Dental Center, and we treat our patients like family. We welcome many forms of insurance. Come get your next dental appointment at Sterling Dental Center in Shreveport by calling 318-688-1040 or logging on to sterlingdentalshreveport.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hirsch Coliseum. A 2-1 lead for Bugs hockey with 12:43 remaining in the third. Plenty of time in this contest. And I don't think the final score is going to be 2-1, the way both teams are pushing toward each other's nets. Mudbugs want to extend this lead. Face-off won there by Shreveport. Gockler to the near side there to steal. Up ahead, off to the neutral zone, Gato. Now taking away Nemo to the far side there to DeCarlo. Steers it to the high slot, and Baez comes in offsides. Boy, Baez had an unbelievable look had that stayed onside toward the net. Joey Baez beat Cole Hudson at the NITEC Sports Center for an overtime victory. And one of the best shots I've seen from the left point, that was on a power play, which won the game for Lone Star in overtime. Do not take Baez's shot for granted. Slew-footed there was Vermont, and he's got slowed down now along the end boards. Quick shot there from Weber, hit the side of the net there, right in front from the short side. Now Procopio will strike it in behind the cage. Hauled down a bit there was Gockler, or rather Vermanen. Now Lone Star has it from the far side up ahead. There to Hasselgren. Hasselgren now will advance it in to the Mudbug zone. Oh, what a hard hit there. Thrown toward the net. Glove save made there by Hudson. And we got traffic in front. Oh, Hasselgren is hit hard. And there's a penalty coming up, I believe, against Shreveport. Hasselgren got his bell rung, and now Coach Rich and Coach Soupy wanting to know what the call is. The door is open for Shreveport. Hasselgren got rocked. He was in a very perilous spot as he was going down, lost his balance, and Hedden licked him up pretty good. going to have to get a discussion, a break in the action. 11:54 to go here in the third. 2-1 lead for Bugs hockey. This is Shreveport Mudbugs hockey.
As a business owner, you know it's important to stay ahead of your competition to succeed. One dishonest employee providing poor customer service can send your business to the penalty box. DeFata and Associates has over 20 years of investigative experience that can help you monitor your employees and investigate losses that may be keeping you from reaching your goals. Whether you need GPS tracking, investigative shopping, integrity testing, or you're experiencing losses caused by theft, DeFata and Associates can help. Give them a call at 318-635-9944 or check out their website at defatapi.com for more information.
Well, for a second, I saw both doors opened, and I think that's just to take Hasselgren off because he's going to have to go back into the locker room. They're going to need work getting Hasselgren off. Boy, he is shaken up, and he is woozy. Yeah, they're going to have police officers carry him on and off. It's 2 minutes on Procopio with 11:54 to go in the third. Big power play coming up for Lone Star. Roughing is the infraction on Procopio. First choice personnel penalty kill will get to work. Lone Star 1 for 3 on the man advantage. Shreveport hanging on to a 2-1 lead. And now Coach Soupy's got both officials locked into a very spirited conversation. Boy, Coach Soupy indignant behind that bench. Now he's gotten in front, and Coach Soupy a little hot right now. And now a skate on over to Dan Wildfong. I'm not sure what transpired, but there was a lot that occurred in front of Hudson, in front of his cage. All right. All settled. Mudbugs have a big penalty to kill. Face-off won there by Lone Star. And now we got a whistle. Looks like a hand pass on Lone Star. So this face-off will come out of the Mudbug zone. There's 3 seconds evaporated on that sequence. Plenty of time in this game right now. 11:51 remaining. Just outside the Mudbugs blue line. Face-off won there by Shreveport. Kissed off the near side window. Back down into the Brahmas zone. 4th power play of the night for Lone Star. Johnson works it up middle of the blue line. He'll dish it on over to his right. Tritt drop back pass on over to Smith. And Smith could not handle it cleanly. Good poke check there by Weber to poke it out to center. Re-enter now. Here's Baez from right to left over to Trezera. Back to Baez. They enter the zone from the right side. Spun around there was Johnson. They'll drop it off now to the point there to Trezera from the left point. He'll walk the line now to the near half wall. Dropped in deep on over to Tritt. Drop back now to Trezera over to Johnson near circle now to Tritt. Tritt behind the cage. He goes now from the far corner. Now steered back up top. Smith to Trezera from the left point. 1 minute left on the power play for Lone Star. Settled down off the far side boards. There is Bias. Down low to Tritt. Tritt, quick shot. Save made there by Hudson. Traffic in front. Puck kept into the zone though. Here's Smith. Walks the line. Quick shot. Save made there by Hudson. And Mack able to clear the puck down the length of the ice. Big time stop there by Hudson through traffic. 30 seconds remaining now for Procopio's roughing infraction. To the near side there to Nolan. They gain the blue line from the left side. Puck intercepted there by Gato, and Gato trying to pop it out, and he's able to do just enough to cause a hand pass for Lone Star, which is going to take the puck out of the Mudbug zone. Well, that's a great play in itself from Gato, just to create enough trouble to cause Lone Star to hand pass that baby. Big hello to the Gato family tuned in tonight from Florida. Glad to have Mr. J and Miss Kathy Gato with us. Face-off won there by Brazil. He'll work it into the far corner to the left of Hudson. Brazil cannot bang it out. Held in there. Now to the point. Nolan, 10 seconds left on the power play. Thrown toward the net. Tipped on net. Save made there by Hudson. Right in front there was DiCarlo trying to tap it home. And now Nolan. Drop back. Right wing. Quick shot there by Digby. Right pad stop made there by Hudson. That was a difficult stop. Deck now down to 5-on-5 hockey. Mudbugs with a big kill. Lone Star 1 for 4 now on the man advantage. Boy, Digby had a great look, and Hudson denied him. And now from the left side, here's Nolan. They're not done yet. Here from the near corner. Goes around behind the cage. Now sent back up top. Digby waits. He walks the line. High slot shot goes wide. Covered up there. No, Hudson was trying to. Hedden cannot hammer it, and he does. Right back out to center. And now Procopio will be the first to touch it behind the cage. He has it now. Waits. Thrown through the slot. Quick shot there by Sherino. And a big-time stick save made there by Burke. 9 minutes left here in the third. Colson will dish it in deep to the far corner. Behind the cage now, Lone Star will rake it around the far side boards. Barreled back out to center. Metcalf puts it into the Lone Star bench. 8:52 to go in the third. A big-time save by Hudson, followed up with a big-time stop by Graham Burke to keep the game at 2-1. Boy, what a glorious look from Sherino, cutting through the slot, fresh off the bench. Face-off battle at one there by Shreveport. It's Colson, and Colson will be able to yank the puck in deep into the Brahmas zone. Up ahead to the near side there to Sturzer. Sturzer takes a hard hit there by Sherino. Stopped him in his tracks, and now Sherino will be able to lob it in deep into the Brahmas zone. 8:30 remaining in the third. The Brahmas are down by 1, and they are lurking right now. Mudbugs trying to withstand the push here. In front of the Brahmas bench, that's Murray. He'll slide it on over to Bilkey. Up ahead now. Good stretch pass. Hauled down. Sturzer has a chance. Quick shot blocked in front. Oh, blocked there was Bunting. Shreveport's bench absolutely yelling for an interference call. No call. David Lilly let him play. Colson behind the cage of Hudson. He'll settle it down with 7:55 to go in the third. Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1. Saddle up for the last 8 in this contest. Now Onstad angled in off the near side boards. Worked around now to the left point. Held in there by Hedden. He throws it toward the net. It gets blocked and redirected into the far corner, near corner. Oh, Fetchko tried to go backdoor. He had Onstad slicing through, but it got broken up. And now we got a whistle and a hand pass on Lone Star. Mudbugs hockey back at home April 9th. Be sure to join us. The Mudbugs will host the Odessa Jackalopes. You don't want to miss it. Face off on the near Lone Star blue line. It is won there by Mack. Now lunged up ahead there by Hallard. In deep now to Joe Mack. He's got a goal tonight. He's got 3 in the series. Now behind the cage. Gato back up top. Brazil a blast. It got blocked in front. And now the puck just chiseled back out to center. To the far side. Brazil tried to grab it. Now a little bit of a crowd up in front of the Mudbugs bench, and we got a whistle. Looks like Lone Star came in offsides. 7:04 now remaining in regulation. Mudbugs continue to cling to a 1-goal lead. Face off from the far Mudbug blue line. It is won there by Vermaelen. To the near side there to Colson. He'll rattle it off the near side glass back out to center. Now Vermaelen will just send it in deep. It's a tight, low-scoring game tonight. Weber whacked back up top to Colson. Colson now will just kind of lay it into the right corner for Procopio and Vermaelen to try to work it off the boards. The clock starting to become a factor for Lone Star, down to 6:35 remaining. Oh, what a takedown, and that's going to be a penalty on Procopio. What a huge penalty with 6:32 left in the third. He might have gone atop the head. I believe it was Digby who went down. It's a roughing infraction. It's going to be a 4-minute on Procopio. I believe they're going to give him a holding and a roughing call, if I read that correctly. 4 minutes. Wow. What a call. What a turn of events. And Dan Wildfong might use his timeout. He did. 2, 4. Okay, they got to fix the scoreboard. It's 4 minutes on Procopio. Oh. Okay, I got that corrected thanks to Dustin Copening, our voice of the Brahmas. It was Digby for holding and Procopio with a roughing call. Digby for holding, and a roughing call on Procopio, and now they're having a very spirited conversation amongst the penalty boxes. Okay. Got that all settled. So 4-on-4 hockey, open ice for both teams. We got it all figured out. To the left wing circle, face-off won there by Baez. Down to the near corner, Lone Star trying to lug it out. Blocked off there. Good job there by Gato. Now along to the right corner. Now along to the end boards. Boy, there would have been a hysterical outburst had it been a 4-minute double minor for Procopio. Sorry to make everybody's heart skip a beat just a second. Up ahead to the near side. Here comes Nemo. Quick shot. Oh, he rattled it just wide. That was a shot that missed the far post by inches. 5:50 remaining in regulation. 1:18 of 4-on-4 time here. And this is an opportunity for Lone Star with a little bit of open ice to work with. Down by 1. Oh, what a move. Now quick shot there by Nemo. He shot it wide. He had the toe drag through the slot. Vermaelen drop back there to Hedden, back to Colson. Colson now will rail it into the far corner. There to Metcalf. Baez lost his stick. He picks it back up. Colson up ahead, 3-on-2. Drop back there to Weber. Weber now will take a spin back. He'll work it back up top to the point. Back up top. Puck was held in. Oh, I thought it was held in. It was close. But it just came out as Metcalf trying to hold the zone. Offside on Shreveport. 5:14 now left in the third. Face off outside the far Lone Star blue line. Is won there by Shreveport, trying to take off with it. Taken away now there by Johnson. Johnson takes a little U-turn back. He'll spin it up ahead to the near side there to Nolan. Nolan on over to Murray. Murray could not get a clean entry. Good job there by Brazil on his tail. Now Murray tries to thread the needle. Dropped off from the right wing there to Digby. Worked it. Neither that was Tritt. Worked in deep behind the cage. Now Nolan kind of lays it in, and DeCarlo will just knock it in deep. To the far corner it goes now. Brazil will just work it around the near side boards. Thrown off the side of the net there by Hedden. And now we're back to 5-on-5 hockey. Well, that's a break for the Mudbugs because they don't want open ice for Lone Star to work with. Both teams 5-on-5. 4:20 left here in the third. Lone Star works it into the Mudbug zone. Intercepted there by Brimmer. Steered up ahead there for Dorfman. Dorfman coming around the far circle. Throws it toward the net. He shot it wide. And Brimmer had a chance on the short side. Colson now at the top of the point. He'll lake it in. Now off the near side boards. Swarded at there by Metcalf. He holds the zone. Metcalf dropped off behind the cage. That's Brimmer. Brimmer thrown up top. Intercepted. Quick shot. Save made there by Burke. What a blast there by Dorfman, and what a save made there by Burke with 3:52 to go in the third. Shreveport 2, Lone Star 1. It's been that way since the 7:32 mark of the second. And we are down to 3:52 remaining in regulation. Dan Walfong is going to have to think somewhere in the next couple of minutes on pulling Graham Burke, so we'll keep an eye out for the extra attacker. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Metcalf throws it toward the net. Oh, it might have grazed off the post. That was redirected on its way through. Trying to take off with it. There was Nemo. Buck now just saddled back in there by Onstott, trying to chase after it. Now played it up ahead, guided up ahead there to DiCarlo, thrown through the middle, and Palmer comes in offsides. 3:31 left now in the third. Mudbugs once again continuing to cling to a 2-1 lead. A big hello to the Colson family. Tuned in tonight from Rochester, New York. Glad to have them with us. They brought their dogs out, had a blast the other weekend. Face-off outside the near Mudbugs blue line. Face-off one there by the Brahmas. Digby to the far side there to Smith. He whiffs on his dump-in attempt. Now played up ahead there to Sherino. He'll touch it in deep to the near corner behind the cage of Burke. Brimmer is there. Sherino trying to work his way through traffic. Played back up top now. Over to the left point. Brazil will just strike it in deep there for Brimmer. Brimmer now from the far corner. Dropped in behind the cage to Dorfman. Dorfman now played back up top. The Howler now to Brazil. Thrown toward the net. Tipped on just wide. He had Brimmer in front. 2:50 remaining in the third. Off the far side boards. Brazil played back out to center. Trying to get onside. Here's Digby. Drilled toward the net. Easily paddled aside there by Hudson. Now Hallard around the near side. Weber chopping at it. Now played back in. Vermaelen into the Mudbug zone. Gockler will just forward it up ahead through the neutral zone. Burke starting to get out of its cage. Looking for the sign. Will look to our right. No extra attacker yet. He's looking for the sign. Dan Wildfong saying no, not yet. As the puck is deep now to the Lone Star zone. 2:10 left in regulation. Burke starting to look over. Puck now popped back in to the Lone Star zone. So Burke's got to play it. Great job there by Vermaelen. Now down to 2 minutes left. Worked in deep. Burke comes out of his cage. Extra attacker for Lone Star. Mudbugs have a chance toward the empty net. Oh, he missed the pass there to Gato. That's going to be icing on Shreveport. A squandered opportunity for the Bugs as they might have had a shot toward the empty net. Oh, boy. And now will Dan Wildfong call the timeout? He will. And we'll take a break as well. 1:50 left in regulation. Mudbugs 2, the Brahmas 1. This is Mudbugs Hockey.
Bayou Blasters helps bring you Shreveport Mudbugs hockey on the ticket. Hey, this is Jay Fuo letting you know Bayou Blasters offers the best dry ice blasting in all of Shreveport. Our solid CO2 provides a powerful industrial equipment cleaning solution for a variety of applications ranging from heavy slag removal to delicate semiconductor and circuit board cleaning. Our ice blasting technology has become known as the cleanest and most environmentally friendly way to clean and prep any surface. Call us at 877-352-8614 or log on to bayoublasters.com.
Welcome back into George's Pond at Hearst Coliseum. Empty net to my right. 6 attackers for Lone Star. Shreveport clinging to a 2-1 lead. First place in the South. Sole possession of first place in the South on the line. Well, this is the way a rivalry should end, a one-goal affair. Both teams have battled tonight. And it's been a pretty evenly matched affair this evening. Face off to the right of Hudson. Face off battle at one there by Lone Star. Purcell, right point to Digby. Back to Purcell, a blast, blocked in front. And now right wing circle there by Digby. Turned aside there by Hudson, thrown toward the empty net. It's dumped all the way down. It'll be icing on Shreveport. Your icings tonight brought to you by Bayou Blasters. Cleanest shot on ice. 91 seconds now remaining. Here in regulation. Face off now in the right wing circle to the left of Hudson. DeCarlo trying to win it. Mack trying to win it. Face off one there by DeCarlo. Now to Digby. Digby at the left point. To the point now. Rolls it on over to Digby. Over to Purcell. A quick shot through traffic. Went wide to the short side. Now off the far side boards. Here's a chance for Gato. Trying to chop it out. And Mack able to dump it back out to center. Now Digby with 6 attackers. He'll drop it on back over to Nolan. Mishandled. Loose. Empty net. Here's Procopio toward the empty net. He scores! Procopio delivers the dagger with 1:04 remaining in the third. Mudbugs 3, Brahmas 1, sole possession of the South, just 64 seconds away. Great work through the neutral zone, and Procopio will poke it forward to himself. And the Mudbugs, barring a collapse, are going to have a 2-point lead in the South. For Procopio, goal number 12 on the season. And his mom, who made the trip, quite delighted in front of me. Time of the goal, 18:56 in the empty net variety. And now Dan Wildfong behind the bench for Lone Star is going to have to get the puck in deep and pull Graham Burke in an attempt to try to score 2 goals in 1 minute and 4 seconds. It can be done. Lone Star's got the guns to score a couple of quick ones, so don't go anywhere. But, of course, the Mudbugs in the driver's seat, on their way to a sole possession lead by 2 points for first place in the South Division. Boy, both teams battled hard tonight. And Procopio gets his 12th from Garrett Steele. Empty net, shorthanded. No, it's just empty netter, not shorthanded. They made a mistake on the score sheet. Garrett Steele, great work and great trust from Coach Soupy in those guys to make something happen. Now Burke looking over at the bench. He's getting the sign from Wildfong. He's going to tell him to skate on up about 10 feet in front of his cage. Face-off one there by Shreveport. Gockler able to slip it in deep. Now Palmer to the near side there to McDonald. 50 seconds left now in regulation. Intercepted there by Dorfman. Dorfman throws it toward the net. Tipped on. Save made there by Burke as Sharino was trying to tip in his second of the night. Now 50 seconds left in regulation. So the Mudbugs, barring any kind of collapse here, we're going to have a 2-point lead with 3 games in hand. So That is about as comfortable as it's going to get for this squad on their way to their 25th win of the season. Face-off one there by Lone Star. Palmer pelts it off the far side boards, back out to center. Dropped off there to Bunting. Bunting now able to strike it in deep behind the cage. Played there by Burke, has to stay in the cage. 35 seconds, up ahead now is Sturzer. Slips it off the near side boards. Collins up ahead in deep into the Mudbug zone. Extra attacker for Lone Star. Thrown toward the net. Oh, and a diving save made there by Hudson as he sprawls out, pushing and shoving now in front of the Mudbugs bench. Metcalf's in there. Fetch goes in the fray. Bunting is in there. And we got a lot of fisticuffs. Lone Star was involved in a line brawl not too long ago. And they are venting a lot of frustration here, and I don't blame them. Hudson with a ringside seat for all the activities. And now we got a penalty coming up. Are they going to even it up? I think they're going to even it up. Sturzer just going to take the grand trip to the showers. Door opened up for Shreveport, but no Mudbug going in with now just under 26 seconds remaining in the third. Face off from the near Mudbugs blue line. Dorfman to take it. Game is not over just yet, but Lone Star needs a miracle because now they are 5-on-5. Bunting and Sturzer in for 10-minute misconducts. Popped into the far corner. Empty net to my right. 6 attackers for Lone Star. 15 seconds left now in regulation. And now we got a crowd up along the end boards and we got a whistle. This puck will stay deep into the Mudbug zone. Boy, this is turning into a basketball game. They're stretching out this last minute like the longest minute in the world here. 12.3 ticks now left here in the third. A great crowd on hand, ready to celebrate sole possession of the first place standing that Shreveport is going to be in. It'll be their second time this season. They're on top of the South all alone. Face off in the right wing circle to the left of Hudson. Mack to take it. Face off, battled one there by Mack. Puck now floated but not out. To the point, walking the line. Quick shot there by Tritt, goes wide. 5 seconds behind the cage. Brazil's got it. He'll just seal it up along the far corner, and that'll do it. Mudbugs win. Mudbugs win. Claws up. Shreveport in sole possession of first place in the South Division with 55 points and their 25th win of the season. Final score, Shreveport 3, Lone Star 1. Mudbugs sweep the Brahmas. Stick around for the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show after these messages. This is Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey.
Planning for life and its unexpected events are more important now than ever. Generational Financial Advisors provides accounting, tax services, and financial advice for every stage in life. Janice Watt wants to connect with you to build a relationship and earn your trust. GFA will listen to your goals and objectives and develop a plan to achieve them. Call them at 318-219-4188 or log on to gfapartners.com and set up a free consultation. The GFA offices are located at 8518 Line Avenue, Suite 103. GFA welcomes the opportunity to assist you, either as a small business owner or individual, with all services from accounting to investment planning. Congratulations to our Shreveport Mudbugs on this 2021 season. They have overcome the odds of a pandemic to keep hockey alive in Shreveport Bossier. Securities and investment advisor services offered through Royal Alliance Associates Incorporated. Member FINRA SIPC. Generational Financial Advisors is not affiliated with Royal Alliance Associates, Inc. or registered as a broker-dealer or investment advisor.
The Mudbugs doing their ceremonial victory lap around the pond to greet and thank the fans as the Mudbugs have swept the Brahmas for the second time this season And for the first time at home this season, final score, Shreveport 3, Lone Star 1. The Bugs are all alone in first place in the South. No tiebreakers to be decided as the Mudbugs with a great win, and they had to claw their way to this win because Lone Star was knocking on the door repeatedly in this contest. This is the Nicky's Mexican Restaurant postgame show. We'll tell you how it all happened. It started at 15:43 in the first. On the power play, Braden Dorfman, a brilliant feed from the right point into the left wing circle. It was Joe Mack sniping in his 10th of the season from Dorfman and Chirino, and the Mudbugs led 1-0. Then in the second period, just 27 seconds in, Dawson Chirino rolled it off the pads of Graham Burke and into the cage. Austin Brimmer got the only assist, and the Mudbugs led 2-0 early in the second. Then at 7:32 of the second, Dawson Tritt scored his 5th of the year, assisted by Luke Johnson. It was a tic-tac-toe play on the power play. Then in the third period at 18:56, Giovanni Procopio thwarted any chance for Lone Star to try to tie the game as Procopio tapped in the empty net, assisted by Garrett Steele, and the Mudbugs win the game 3-1. Cole Hudson picks up his 15th win of the season as he's able to stop 21 shots, or check that, 24 shots that came his way for his 15th win of the year. Final scores, Odessa over New Mexico 3-0, and Wichita Falls able to hold off Amarillo 4-3. So Wichita now wins their 14th game in their last 17 chances, and that's who the Mudbugs will see next Friday. Mudbugs now at 55 points, all alone in the South Division. Lone Star stays at 53 points. Amarillo will stay at 48 points. Wichita Falls goes to 47 points with their 21st win of the season, and that's where the final four, the four qualifying playoff teams, stand. Our next broadcast, next Friday night, the Mudbugs will take on the red-hot Wichita Falls Warriors. Next Friday night, 7:05 with the puck drop, 6:50 with the Landers, Dodge, Jeep, Chrysler, and Ram pregame show. A big-time series for the Mudbugs as they sweep the Brahmas, winning tonight 3-1. Until next time, have a good night and a better tomorrow. And a big thanks to all our fans, corporate partners, and viewers for tuning in to tonight's broadcast. Until next time, like I said, have a good night and a better tomorrow and a great rest of your weekend. Thank you for listening to Shreveport Mudbugs Hockey, and as always, claws up.